gentlemen, this is the makeover evening. Let's get ready to rumble!
Starting to like that I have that on the very end of that video still. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Drawn and Quartered. It is Mike, and it is Wednesday. That means, well, actually, I haven't been here for the last 2 Wednesdays in a row, so it's been 3 weeks, but I am back, and with me, I have brought an old beloved friend, Edwin Boyette.
Good evening.
Good evening. And then, Potts.
The not friend.
You can still be old if that helps.
That's true. And
Yes.
you could be my beloved.
The old but not friend.
We've got Amy and Missy. Hello.
Oh, are you coming in here? She was talking about trying to set up her another art program on another computer, so I wasn't sure if we were doing 2 logins or just what's going on. So
Okay, one login. I come in talking here, but I'll just zigzag back and forth because that room I know is a little noisy. It's by a window. It's by a road. And
okay, all right. So yes, we're both here, but we might have some technical trouble. So if you lose one of us, we'll be back. Hello. Hi.
And Alan.
Like yo.
And we're waiting. Elliot will be here post haste. I believe that means after he hurries.
Oh, it's the how. So
Is that
much
what
excitement.
Post haste means?
Hello.
Post haste.
Long time no see.
Long time no see. Mike, I'm going to say hello to people in your audience very quickly. May I?
Do it.
I see DJ Peterson, Blue Moon Cartoons, Juan Soto, Ollie Pong, John Mintz, Cadillac Jack. Cadillac Jack. That's fun to say. Isabel Games. Sci-fi is gaming. Sci-fi is life gaming. Matt Barr.
Matt Barr, if you're still there. How long ago was that? That was a 440? What? Oh my gosh.
Well, he's enthusiastic.
He was there with bells on. Bells.
Cadillac Jack says, you know, some of the designs remind me of Warhammer 40K. The lads introduced me to Warhammer fiction tonight. It's kind of dope.
Kind of dope.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of work.
I mean,
It's a lot of I mean, it goes back, 40K came out in the late 80s?
Sure.
Was it late 80s?
I don't know crap about Warhammer.
Well, no, the original Warhammer was a fantasy game, and then 40K is like the space Dune game.
It's like this. It's not a cell phone game.
The space grimdark, Doom game.
The Galactic Crusade. That's the part I like with the Galactic Crusade.
Yes, and well, that's the opposite of the jihad, right?
Yeah. So it's a reaction to Dune.
Crusade is the reaction to the jihad. That's right. But tonight we are doing Marvel Rivals Punisher getting an overhaul here on Drawn and Quartered. So we will be redesigning 1987. Thank you, Buddy Rabbit, who says, normally I'm late. What's up with that, Mike? I was late, so therefore you are on time. You like how that works? It was meant to be.
There you go. It was meant to be.
So, Mike, aware me on Marvel Rivals because I am unaware.
Oh, well, you know what? I should play like a trailer for it because it's a good looking game. I'm not gonna lie.
Punisher looks really cool in that, I think.
I know it's gonna be hard to redesign them, right?
Yeah,
exactly. It looks pretty on point.
Well, here's the thing. There's a lot of cool characters and cool designs, but in many cases, while they are cool, they're not like the character cool, right?
Right.
Like it should be a new original character for Marvel, but instead they're turn it
It
down.
kind of like Capcom.
Marvel games. Yeah, it's got that sort of mech tech anime, mishmash style like Joe Mad or
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of, Joe Mad.
yeah, John Boy Myers, that kind of thing.
But just I like it, Blue Moon.
Yeah, my son plays it, so we'll get to watch him a little bit.
I heard it's decent. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's look, it's a hero shooter with heroes we all know and love, and this is the best part about it. Thor is a man.
What?
Steve Rogers is Captain America.
What did they reimagine Thor?
Bruce Banner is a Hulk, and he's straight.
They all look like
Black Widow is alive.
Oh, they still have Namor though.
Weird name, or but
Namor. No, yeah.
They have Namor, but he doesn't have dad bod.
Yeah, Namor.
Namor does not have
maybe
dad
he
bod.
shouldn't have a mustache.
Yeah, Namor chopped some fruit for me this morning.
Namor. There's Wolver dude. So yeah, oddly enough, they figured out that if you use all of the traditional characters that everybody knows and loves, people will play your game.
Yeah, because they got really cool design.
Well,
it'll never work.
I think when it comes to something that's actually supposed to generate some money, they don't mess around.
Yeah, that's right. It's like a total step. It's a step. It's so regressive that it's a step forward. I think.
Almost like reverse psychology in reverse.
Right.
Is that just normal psychology?
Yeah, but it's two reverses.
I spun around 360 degrees and went the other way.
It's like a crazy round of Uno.
Joshua Hughes, to put a fine point on it, there's no Captain Marvel. Or Kamala Khan.
What?
The intro for Scarlet Witch? That looked pretty cool.
Scarlet Witch? Yeah. I like the costume. I don't like it for Scarlet Witch, though.
Oh,
if they take away America Chavez, I'm just going to riot.
There's no America Chavez. Sorry, buddy.
I mean, boo.
Boo,
Whatever.
Terrible,
Yeah, boo. Terrible.
Buddy Rabbit says the wokesters are actually more upset that the races aren't swapped more than they are over the male gaze rhetoric. Surprisingly, yeah. So you've got male gaze, you've got no gaze, and you've got white male heroes all over the place in this game. It must have been made by the Japanese. Was this what studio made this game? Do you guys know? I didn't look it up.
It said NetEase or something.
I might give it a shot. It's probably in Korea.
It's free.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but there's going to be some way to take in some money, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Of course there is.
Free to play always means like loot boxes and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's Chinese. Is it Chinese? The
Is it Chinese or Japanese?
The Orient is so based. I love being from the Orient.
Marvel.
Chinese or Korean. I'm hoping it's Japanese so I can take credit for it. Although the Japanese would do slightly better designs. It's not bad. I don't know why Moon Knight is... I know they have a white Moon Knight, but they have a black Moon Knight too. And anyways, we went through all this. I did 2 live streams with Elliot last night where we kind of went through all the characters while I was designing the Wolverine redesign. And yeah. So it's not perfect. The Punisher, he still has the weird horned skull for Punisher. Where's Kevin? I just noticed Kevin is.
He says on his way he lost his headphones.
Oh, but he's all right. Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
And his dog ate his homework.
Yeah. It was a flood. I got a flat tire.
Well, Mike, here I'll put the link into to NetEase Games, and you can interpret this scribble scrabble for us. I'll put that in the private chat.
Free bet. Netis Games.
So look in the upper left hand
Oh yeah,
corner.
that looks
There's
like Korean writing, I think.
yeah, that's like the hieroglyphics of your people, I think.
Daggone it, I grabbed the wrong one. Hold on. Now, geez, I'm doing things wrong everywhere. Stop. Pause. Mute. Shut up. Okay.
2 L's in a palm tree. That means Korean, I think. Yeah.
Where'd you put it? Net. What the heck? All right, I'm gonna
private
open
chat.
I know. No. I had the
Private
window.
chatter.
I tried to drag the window to my other screen, and
Oh,
now you're blocking me, and I don't know what to do. All right.
I thought you Asians were good with the technology. What?
I'm an Oriental.
He's only half
That's
Asian,
Asian. That's
which
not
means he's
good.
only half good with the technology.
All right, so top of the screen, look in the upper left.
Awesome.
So what do those hieroglyphics mean?
That means a squid and
Grill?
a rocket ship next to a library.
Oh, good. So squids in space like the read.
No round eye allowed.
No round eye. No round eye. All right. And none of you are allowed to do that. NetEase Games. I don't know. Freaking look it up. You know, I could
Buddy
probably
Rabbit seems to be persuaded that it is indeed a Chinese company.
Buddy Rabbit say it's a Ching Chong company. Okay. Thank you, Buddy Rabbit. Let's go.
Look at my face.
Very, very Chinese. Oh, now you're gonna make me look it up.
Good look at my face. I'm an Oriental.
That's why it's based. That's why it's based. These guys, they must have been in China, and they're like, "Can we do a Marvel game?" And they're like, "Sure. Here's the characters you can choose from." And like they're like, "No, we don't want the Miss Marvel. We don't want the Captain Gay Woman. We don't want no. Give us Steve Rogers. He's a Captain America."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Excellent.
Most iconic ones.
Domo arigatou gozaimashita. I do not do Chinese. I do Japanese only. Thank you very much. All right. Well, cool. Based. It has to be free. The Overwatch comparisons were always going to be there, and Overwatch is free, right? Right. You can't charge money for something
Squirrel
in
Girl.
the free market. Yes, they have Squirrel Girl. Sorry, we're not doing Squirrel Girl tonight, girls.
Oh, sorry.
We're doing Punisher.
That's kind of like Squirrel Girl.
Yeah.
What if it was Squirrel Girl as Punisher though? Squirrel Girl as Punisher.
Oh, like maybe Tippy Toes as like a little Punisher character.
Nobody show Amy and Melissa the shark.
Huh? Okay.
Don't show them Jeff.
Oh.
There will be squealing.
Well, maybe a little bit of Squirrel Girl.
All right, it's 7:20. We are 5 minutes past when we should have launched. Elliot's not here yet. He's just going to have to catch up. So,
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go. You have 2 hours to redesign Punisher.
Did we see what the Punisher design looked like?
He looks like Punisher, except really, really barrel chested.
Hmm.
And he's got the skull emblem, the Punisher emblem, painted on his face in white.
He's got
2
barrels.
I just
right?
like the painting of the face.
Yeah, I think that's like a bonus option though. Like that's an accessory or something you can get. It's not like a standard costume.
Oh, this Punisher's yoked.
Yeah, so Punisher's basically Juggernaut.
He looks like Crossbones here.
I feel like that's kind of like cool.
Hey, Edwin, you're familiar with weaponry and whatnot. So on a grenade that you put into a grenade launcher, is the primer on the back?
Well, the firing pin is on the back,
primer?
yeah.
Right. So
yeah, the round can only go in one way. It's got,
right. So the grenade rounds on his shoulder facing his face. Those are
okay. So for a grenade launcher, that's okay. The grenade has to rotate. I forget how many times it has to rotate before it can actually detonate.
All of them.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
it's got a It's got a spinny prime thing. What?
Yeah, those are fun.
Gyroscopic primer, I guess. Something
Yeah,
like that.
those were fun. I could fire one of those through a window through like 200 feet away.
Like Uncle Rico.
Fancy schmancy pants. So you're saying it would be safe to carry 3 grenades right next to your face in case someone else shot one of them? Nothing would happen.
Well, I mean, if somebody's shooting by your face, it's over anyway, right? Yeah.
Well,
I would just shoot you in the face and not aim at the,
Right. But are you saying that putting about 4 pounds of explosives right next to your head in a battle zone is a good idea?
Well, otherwise you would wear them in like a vest. So, I mean, either way, it sucks. If it gets shot and it ignites it, I mean, there's really no great place to carry it, to be honest.
Right.
I guess this way would be faster because, like, if I'm going to be maimed and disfigured, it's like, let's just call it a day. Yeah.
Let's just go ahead and nuke my skull.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's what dog tags are for. Anyways, It is 7:20, so let's get going, people. That's your Punisher, or that's the Punisher, the way he is. Redesign him to your benefit. I've been trying to do some thinking about how I want to do this because this is for my channel.
So, Amy, if you're gonna do Punisquirrel, the squirrel head could go where the skull is, and then could have the little squirrel ears, and that'd be pretty dope.
You need the squirrel skull.
Because it's got little ears already, right?
Squirrel skull. Oh my god!
And make it cute.
Okay.
Maybe a Punisher with ribbons in his hair.
Making a cute skull though, that takes some doing. Look at that cute little skull.
Make it a heart.
It could just be a heart.
They can cute up anything. Trust me. We actually have a cute off on the other every March. Annual cute off.
So Bitcoin's over 100,000 again.
Nice.
Good. I'm really happy for all your Bitcoins.
Happy for my Bitcoins.
Yep.
All right, I have to close. I need to close.
She could even make Bitcoin cute.
Right.
Buddy Rabbit
next week.
Buddy Rabbit in the chat says, why wouldn't he put it on the shoulder that wasn't dominant, though? Going back. Now, that's a valid observation.
So he
Good
can grab it with
eyes,
his
Buddy
dominant
Rabbit.
hand? The shoulder. That wasn't dominant. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so he put it on his right shoulder. Maybe he's left-handed. I don't know.
Right, because if you're facing this way, then that's the target. If you've got it behind you, at least then the bullet has to go through your face to get to the grenade. I'm not sure that's any better.
Plot armor. Just you'll be fine.
All right.
Sort of the opposite of plot armor.
Well, you can have the ammo anywhere and you'll be okay because you've got plot armor, I guess.
That's true.
All right. Well, I am going to leave the narration duties to you are in the good hands of Mr. Herman. Call me Hefe Hunter. But it was very much fun to come in and say hello to everyone.
Rock and roll, buddy. Good to see you.
See you later.
And so everybody knows, if you're not watching Cross Examinations, Edwin has been tag teaming with me about half the time. Not tag teaming. He's been hanging out during Cross Examinations. I've even had Elliot on there.
Back it up, and let's begin.
Elliot.
Tag me in, brother.
That's right, brother. All day, every day. Oh yeah, let's go.
Was that enthusiastic enough?
Yeah, that was pretty enthusiastic.
Are we doing wrestler stuff?
No,
Here's
I
mine.
just wanted to
Here's
get
mine.
going.
Ramsey's number one, he knows the secrets of desire. Ramses is the one, he puts the people all on fire.
Fire!
Fire.
Elliot, Gonna name the kid Elliot?
They did.
We named the
great.
dog Indiana.
Indiana. I like Indiana.
Junior.
Kevin made
Yeah.
it too. Now I can move
Hey guys,
Now we
sorry
do
about that.
Larry.
here. There we go.
Hell, hell,
I,
Kevin.
I lost my headphones and was having trouble tracking those down.
oh
That's
man.
fine,
Yeah.
Michael. That's fine.
It's okay.
You're allowed to be late.
I have a little pair of those like Bluetooth earbuds. They're really, really small. They're in that one little capsule. And then I have a pair of Bluetooth headphones. And they're pretty big and bulky. You know which ones I keep losing? It's not the little guys. It's the big headphones. They keep missing. How?
Makes
They
perfect sense.
Right? They should be the easiest ones to find, but they're not. Mm-mm.
I can't find my OBS. There it is. Oh, it's hiding behind my thing. Derp. Sorry. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Buddy Rabbit gave us a $5 super chat saying,
Get out of
"Hey,
here.
okay, but what about Shockmeister if we're doing wrestling?"
The
The Shockmaster.
Master.
Yeah. Well, we're not doing wrestling, are we? So
Yeah,
I don't
what are we
know.
Here's some wrestling.
Zach, what?
What are we doing?
Those that may not know, the Shockmaster was another wrestler that wore like a sleeveless trench coat and or a duster, and he had the stormtrooper mask with a bunch of glitter all over it.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, it was really lame. It was a really lame character, and for his debut, they show these wrestlers talking about, oh, who's going to be our partner, blah blah blah, for this match, and blah. And through the wall, this guy's supposed to break through the wall. Well, he trips through the wall.
Oh, no.
He breaks through and trips and falls on his face, and the mask goes tumbling off. And the mask is supposed to be, hey, you're not supposed to know who this big mystery, who this guy is. And for his first appearance, the mask goes tumbling off. The stormtrooper mask goes falling off as he falls down and trips over the stuff. It was god awful.
It was Tugboat, if anyone remembers Tugboat.
It wasn't glitter, it was bedazzled.
Are you sure that's...
Are you sure it wasn't Steamboat?
He wore a bedazzled stormtrooper helmet.
It might have been.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Kevin, are you the one who said you didn't like Nacho Libre?
Yeah, I didn't see the hilarity in it. I tried watching it, and I just, it's.
Is it because you're some sort of a stickler for wrestling?
No, I could leave it open because it's about Mexican wrestling, and lucha libre, and I don't really care about that one way or the other. So, it just, I don't know. It's more aesthetic than it is anything else. I really hate.
I think it's because you believe in science.
I don't know why you always have to be judging me. Because I only believe in science.
It's grungy looking. The color palette is terrible. It makes me sick watching it.
The color palette is terrible. He's got red and blue like a Superman.
Yeah, against that nasty orange and the pea yellows and it's so bad to look at. It makes
it's very 70s, right?
Yeah. It's like one of those couches from the 70s or something. Come to life.
They nailed the old Mexican wrestler movie aesthetic, though. Like, if you watch any of those old wrestling Mexican movies from the 70s, they look just like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like El Santo and stuff like that, those movies. I mean...
So they were going
specifically. Yeah, that may have been what they were going for. And forgive me if that's not something I didn't catch or appreciate, but it just wasn't for me. I don't like it. And if I can explain a little bit better, like I don't like Guillermo del Toro's color palettes either. Like especially the second Hellboy. I hated all those.
Complaining about the color palette.
He cares about color a lot.
Huh?
Because color.
Well, no, it just
color affects the mood.
No, I know, but it was so bad a comedy that I actually noticed the color palette. You get what I'm
You know
saying?
what? You know what?
Sacrilege. Those are the Lord's chips.
Kevin, you sound like a woman.
Yeah, sure. Go listen.
Specifically,
Go listen
you sound
to
like my wife.
go.
I'll be
go
watching a
listen.
movie with my wife, and like some huge dramatic thing will be happening, and I'll be like, "You're looking at the couch, aren't you?" And she's like, "Yeah, look at that fabric." Like,
No, it's one of the few movies. One of the few movies I ever actually noticed that happening was that I just was so not into it that it's like everything was ugly. Everything was like, oh man, like I don't know, things you notice, like when something's too grungy that it's gross or something. I don't know. I can't explain it
Well,
any more than what I have.
Metal's movies and Brewski's likes Nacho Libre, so
yeah.
Hey,
he's on Mike's good list.
That's right.
Hail Metals, movies, and brewskis.
Well, that's good.
What are we doing?
Hail.
Hey, and by the way, time has proven me right about Jack Black. So don't even, you don't even get
What
on
do you
me
mean
about
proving you right? Proving you right in what sense?
it. In the sense that Jack Black has shown his true colors as a nutty liberal who's actually kind of got some really crappy takes on stuff.
Some of the funniest men in history were nutty liberals.
I always thought that about him, though.
Yeah.
That was never a doubt for me. I still like it. I like his humor, but he's goofy. Though.
I don't mind his humor. I've watched his other movies, but I mean, let me see. I mean, whether
Four was not great.
Jumanji movie, Saving Silverman.
That's a classic.
Let me see. Trying to think. I mean, I saw his first appearance. He was on X-Files, or it wasn't his first appearance, but I mean, it was like one of his earliest acting gigs was an episode of X-Files.
Oh,
So,
you remember when his head got blown off in the Jackal?
Oh yeah.
No.
So we've all already started, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What are we doing though?
We are designing the Punisher. Remember last night we had the.
Oh, I wasn't sure though because no one's answering me. I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
You haven't asked.
What? I just
answered.
No.
You know, all this confusion is going to kill Elliot's creative energies. You know that, right?
I'm already.
No, confusion fuels Elliot's creative energies.
I already got kilt.
You got a kilt?
He's wearing.
Confusion say you cannot confuse what's already dizzy.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Huh?
What is a ghoul?
A ghoul is a creature
Undead.
that eats. Yeah, it's undead that eats dead flesh, allegedly.
What does it look like?
It's supposed to look like kind of like a
Pelosi.
human. Yeah,
Yeah, Nancy Pelosi is a good example. Yeah,
a very good example.
Is it kind of like a?
she might be a little too lifelike.
No, come on, I need help.
Oh, probably like a zombie monster.
Ghouls are actually Arabic. They come from the Middle East.
Oh, interesting.
They're kind of like the Middle Eastern version of a vampire, but they don't exactly drink blood. They pretty much eat anything.
They're like intelligent zombies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, in my research here, I see a lot of pointed ears. Is there a reason for that?
They're intelligent elf zombies.
No.
Just to make them look not quite human.
Golly.
It is artist flourish.
Prerogative.
Prerogative, whatever.
Interesting.
Whatever.
Well, they look more, from what I'm looking at, they look like some of Frankenstein's stuff. Like this guy, what's his name? Bernie Wrightson's Frankenstein kind of resembles ghoulishness, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
They've been interpreted different ways.
Yeah. A little more decompository.
Originally, for Night of the Living Dead, the movie, the zombies were called ghouls.
I'm just trying to make a distinction so that I'm not developing a. Anyway, I don't want to make a zombie. But zombies tend to be more eaten away, right? They're more like torn apart and deflected.
Buddy
more
Rabbit,
like goblin-like for sure.
Buddy Rabbit's throwing down the gauntlets. He says Strigoi ate flesh more than just drank blood. So,
what's a Strigoi?
Strigoi is a vampire,
Russian?
I think, in like
Russian?
No, not
Romanian?
Russian. Yeah, that sort of Baltic area.
Katsuki's right. If ghouls are Arab, how do you explain gabagool? That means they're from New Jersey.
Hey, gabagool.
Joey Bag of Donuts.
Ooh.
That's a. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. I know the reference. Dan Bongino reference. There we go. Thank you.
Juan Soto disputes my undead. He says ghouls are alive.
Well, I mean, are they alive?
They are alive, but they're sort of dead.
I remember. Do you guys remember that movie, The Monster Club, with Vincent Price? And I forget who that actor was. I think it was. I want to say it was the elder Carradine, I believe. Anyway, he it was great. There was this. That's one of my.
Are you saying he was a Mormon?
Michael.
Elder Carradine. Ah.
Oh, for crying out loud!
Ah.
EJ Peterson says zombies are boring now.
It's a dead genre.
Oh, we're going ghouls now.
It's a dead genre.
Although
we
28 days later or years later is going to come out. It looks pretty interesting.
Well,
I know there's nothing of a plot in the commercial. It's just a lot of. I mean, it looks well done, but it's like how about some of the story? You know?
Yeah, it's got some polish at least.
Give me some story.
You can look it up on the internet and lay this whole controversy to rest.
About ghouls?
Wah wah.
Hey,
Buddy Rabbit jumps in. They weren't vampires. They were reanimated reverence of evil people. Blood drinking is more so later interpolation. What we attribute to vampire origins comes out of the Romani Strigoi.
Strigoi.
What's his face? What did they call John Wick?
Baba Yaga?
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga. The Baba Yaga was supposed to be a witch, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, isn't that the witch from the Hellboy?
Well, it's old Russian folklore.
Right.
Slavic, I think.
Yeah, it's Slavic.
It's so funny that I know that, and I've never seen any of the John Wick movies.
You've never seen any of the John Wick movies? What's wrong with you?
Just it hasn't been on the forefront of my mind to watch. I mean, like if I come across it and I'm bored, I'll watch it eventually.
I think you would love it.
If John Wick's in chat, he can tell you what happens.
Hey, you know who I saw the first John Wick with? Cheeks.
Oh, Sean Galloway. Yeah. Sweet.
We were at I think a Phoenix show. And we were like, let's go see a movie, and we went, and that's the movie we saw.
That's nice.
You killed whose dog?
You almost made me say something based on our conversation from last night. I almost
do it.
No,
do it.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
You have to say just like that. Do it.
I was gonna say no.
Do it.
Say it. Stop it. Stop
there
it.
you go.
So let it be written. So let it be done.
Telling people what you're not going to say, still saying it.
I'm not going to say it. Punisher. All right, so what are we covering here? You know, it'd be cool. What if we had Punisher? Well, you're going to do your thing. I'm going to do Punisher has there been a space Punisher yet?
That's what I'm doing.
Yes, I believe.
Yeah, it's
one being
Ghost
done right
Rider.
Oh yeah, he's Frank Castle, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
He's the spirit of Frank Castle. It's a cosmic Ghost Rider.
Yeah, Cosmic Ghost Rider. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool idea, right? It's weird.
It's
but-
interesting. Yeah, it's. I don't know. I mean, it's
No,
one of those things that's out of left field, but I wouldn't mind drawing it.
I mean, you don't like a lot of
Yeah.
things, do you?
no.
I.
It's like when Jason 10 came out. It's like Jason in space. I'm like, this is done.
That was the funniest one, though.
Yeah. All right.
I
No,
wouldn't
I like-
know. I
I
didn't
like-
watch it because I looked at it and said this.
Wait a minute. Hold on. This is so. You just slam me for not liking anything. Then you go proceed to say everything like the Cosmic Ghost Rider and Jason 10 is dumb.
Well, yeah.
Could it be that you don't like anything?
I like good things.
I think you're right, Kevin. I think you're right, Kevin. He doesn't like anything either.
I like good things.
That's a
Oh,
likely
Lord.
story.
Anyway, go ahead. Proceed, Mike.
I'm done.
Oh, Michael. All right.
I have no clue what I'm gonna do. I'm so bad with the tactical stuff that, like, as far as like creating lines for tactical stuff, that
Well, maybe you can try like a different, like a fantasy world, or like a Punisher if he were in the comic
Yeah.
that you're making, like that.
Punisher the Barbarian.
Yay.
That could be fun.
Put a real skull on his chest, you know?
Punisher's meant to be tactical. He's meant to be street level. He's meant, I don't like messing with things
I'm
that
drawing
are.
him as a squirrel.
Remember when the cult of the Blood Moon came and killed my family?
I'm drawing him as a 1950s Martian, so I think we can do whatever you want.
I'm not saying you can't, but as far as
Here's what you want.
how I see Punisher, he just, I don't know. He's just street level,
Do a homeless Punisher. I mean, a really homeless Punisher. Like, he's got, like, crazy gadgets that are made out of slingshots and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, or you can make him look like what's his face, Daniel Penny.
Pablo Romero says Mecha Punisher.
Ooh, that could be fun.
Well, that's the problem with Marvel Rivals is that one of his skins. Yeah, one of his skins is he has all these mecha parts like boots and
Really?
and pauldrons and stuff that are like look like Robotech or
It's a super cool looking character, but it's not the Punisher.
yeah. It's one of the extra alternate skins, I guess I should say.
Or draw Dr. Doom Punisher.
Doomisher.
Doomnisher.
This is turning into What If Punisher. What if Punisher was the leader of Latveria?
Yeah.
That could work.
What if Punisher was like the Green Hornet and he was the leader of a crime family, but he was actually using the crime family to attack other crime families and basically judge them. You've been judged.
Film noir Punisher, says Blue Moon Comics.
Yeah.
What if you can combine Punisher and Judge Dredd? What would you get from that? I just got excited.
I think you know what you're drawing.
I almost did a Stallone as Punisher because I think he would have been an awesome Punisher back in the day.
Oh, well, see, that's the thing. Back in the day, you say back in the day.
Instead of Duff Lundgren, they should have used Stallone, and that would have been a better movie.
Oh yeah.
Well, the back in the day thing is when I was growing up and whatnot. That's what me and my a buddy of mine we'd sit around and he's a big Punisher fan, and I would try to draw Stallone as Punisher sometimes. So yeah,
Well,
but
you know what to do.
I'm throwing peanuts over here. I'm just,
So what's
no. I'm just saying. It's funny that you bring that up because, and you go back in the day, and I'm like, oh Jesus, I was a late teenager back in the day when you bring that up.
You were a late teenager.
Well, you know, like in my.
What were you late for?
Oh,
I thought you're still alive. How'd that happen?
yeah.
When I was a young warthog.
Sorry, Ken. I went for the cheap shot. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I left it open. I should have expected it. But I used to have a mask. I used to draw him with a mask, like a skeleton mask. And now I see people do it all the time. And I'm like, ah!
Well, maybe you should draw the Punisher that you drew then. That could be kind of fun, right?
Yeah, me and my friend Matt had a character like that too. It was called Death Wish. And then like years later, DC came out with Death Wish, and he was a dude with a skull face. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's my character.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I got a character called Death Wish. Wait a second.
The problem is I really think like the perfect Punisher is Mike Zeck. So I get that. I have that stuck in my brain.
Well, take
like
Mike Zeck's perfect Punisher and update him for a modern video game sensibility.
Yeah. What Mike said.
See, I don't know if I can design it for the game. I think. Who's this? Is this Hal?
Yeah.
That's Hal.
Look at him.
I almost want to just design him, just give him a different outfit or something, create another type of story.
Yeah, go for it.
That's kind of how I'm approaching it.
Yeah, I thought I'd go wild. That's what I'm doing.
So how did
Something really
Punisher get
different.
in outer space?
Probably stupid, but different.
No, awesome.
How did
Anything that
what?
makes you go, hey, there's a story here.
How did Punisher do what now?
How did Punisher get in outer space?
It's in the far-flung future, and Cosmic Ghost Rider is a future Ghost Rider. It happened that he died and became the Spirit of Vengeance. So I actually like the idea.
And he was carrying around a baby Thanos or something like that. It was something really bizarre.
Wasn't he trying to kill the baby Thanos at first?
Yeah, or something. And then he decided it's like take Lone Wolf and Cub and mix Punisher and Ghost Rider or something. I don't know. It's just bizarre.
What did you think about that Punisher that had the helmet for a while? That corn helmet.
Corn?
Did you ever see that one?
No. I knew there was the Angel Punisher, and I hated that one. And
no, he had like a Conan helmet. It covered his eyes, and he had the little horns coming out the side, like out the side, like that, like a cow.
Okay.
It was pretty cool. I didn't know what was going on, but I was like, oh, this is cool.
I didn't like Angelic Power Punisher. I thought that was dumb.
Yeah, same
What was
here.
that, Marvel Knights or something? It
Yeah.
was not.
Oh yeah, he had the little marks on his head. Like he was like a Cthulhu, something or other.
When they were trying to get him away from being, guns.
Wasn't that
killing.
Bernie Wrightson? Wait,
No, that's Quesada, man. He took away the guns from Punisher. He took away the cigar from Wolvie.
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. But no, Bernie Wrightson did one of the first miniseries or something, I think, of that Punisher. Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah. See, Mike, this Bernie Wrightson thing keeps coming up in our conversations.
Bernie Wrightson's awesome.
Kashtaki wants to know.
It's
They made
Kotsky.
Kotsky. Okay, whatever.
What did you call him?
Kashkashi.
Kashkashi?
They made Punisher Captain America once, didn't they?
Yeah, they did for a little bit.
Yeah.
Who? What?
Yeah, I think so. Just for a short couple.
Oh yeah.
That
I didn't
costume
like
was
that.
cheesy though. Yeah,
And Devontae Edwards says, "Hey, yeah."
didn't fit the character.
I didn't care for that Captain America idea, Punisher. I don't think he's that.
No, they made him look like something out of a City of Heroes or something. It didn't work.
Yeah.
Punisher is Captain America. Huh.
This was during the Civil War, and Cap was on the run because he was against the Registration Act, and Iron Man was. This is what the movies are based on loosely. That Civil War movie where the Captain America Civil War, that was loosely based on the comic.
There was also Frankencastle.
Yeah.
Yes. Remember when Frank was a black man?
Wait, what?
I remember something.
Wait, did
something
Superman
was-
use the machine he used to turn Lois into a black woman?
I think so. I think it's the same one. I think he crossed over to DC and found that. I'm taking this with me back to the house. I got things to try. I'm the Punisher.
I'm Punisher.
He's
It
really
was cool, but they didn't have to make him shoot his gun sideways. I thought that was kind of racist.
I didn't even read it, to be honest. I was like,
I'm just
what?
playing. I'm just playing.
This is ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous.
Yeah, they don't. I mean, he's kind of a dated character. He's like from Vietnam, and they keep, you know.
Oh, I love the Punisher. I love the Punisher.
They kind of retcon him for every war, so I don't know what he's gonna do in the next 4
Kind of
years.
like Magneto, right?
That's fine with me. I don't have a problem with that at all. I love the concept so much, and like you look at the times we live in. Imagine if you created a character now, if he was in Chicago and he was taking out your Tren de Aragua, whatever it's called, Aragua.
Oh yeah,
and that'd be dope, man. I'd be like, yo, what's up, Frank?
yeah, but you
Taking
know,
out the baddies.
people at Marvel won't do that.
No, I would.
People at Marvel want to put Daniel Penny in jail.
Damn.
Isabel Gomes says half angel, half demon, half wolf, half fairy Punisher.
That's some fraction.
That's
That's like 4.5 Punishers,
Not
right?
like string theory Punisher.
it's like checklist Punisher.
Is that you, Mike?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Like.
Yes.
You're like. I gotta give him the tech. I can't even see it, but I want to give him the tech mech belt.
Gotta give him that tech mech, man. You gotta design it for that game. You gotta give him some kind of mech.
Yeah, I gotta give him some tech mech.
He needs
So
some
they Tex Mex.
Mech
It's like,
tech.
all right, give him a big buckle.
Mech tech.
Oh, you see, that would have been a good Punisher too. A Tex Mex Punisher. Got him all cowboyed out, big buckle.
We got that. I got it right here.
Yeah.
Where?
What that is? What you got?
Heck yeah. There you go.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, the Horseman.
Tech Punisher. It's a really good story.
Yes, caballero.
If you're into this sort of thing.
Horseman's #1. He's with. No, I'm kidding.
How's the art in that one?
Oh, it's great, dude. The opening freaking scene is like one of the coolest action scenes. It's like Horseman fighting this gang of other costumed villains, like on the top of a train. It's sick, dude. It's some of the.
I can't see it. I can't see it, Michael. It's too small.
Hold your Horseman.
Oh, hey, come on now.
All right, so here's the opening splash.
Oh, that's cool. That's kind of bat, dude.
Yeah, so this one's got like a bat face and then the dog face and like
Bat mask.
different type of fat mask. And then look at this double page spread going down on top of the freaking L in the city.
Oh, you know what, Mike? It kind of reminds me of your kind of work.
Bats. What must be why I like it.
Yeah,
Look at this.
Oh.
Are those
I know
3D
Chuck Dixon
assets?
wrote it. Who was the artist?
Joe Bennett.
Joe Bennett.
Yeah, it's sick. It's freaking.
Didn't
This whole fight scene is just a great opening to the story.
Didn't Joe Bennett work on like Fantastic Four stuff?
I think you worked
feel
on
like
like
he did.
X-Men stuff or something.
No, he did at some point. He's done a few different things.
He's a jobber, right? He's done a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah, well, he was on Immortal Hulk too. He was the first artist on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I you know what? Kind of like that. What I saw there, I wouldn't mind. Is it still available, or is it one of those things that's locked? It's gate kept behind a wall or whatever.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure you'll be able to get it.
Probably not.
I bought it like literally the last 5 minutes of the campaign.
I've already given up. All I hear
and
is
you can tell.
What happened?
You can tell he was doing some great work on some of his best work on Immortal Hulk, but it was ruined by Al Ewing's writing. I just couldn't take it.
What was wrong with the writing?
That dude, he leaned so much into politics in that, and Banner wasn't actually like Banner. You could tell he just didn't care. There was another guy, Paul something or another, that wrote some issues of Wolverine before they killed him off, quotation marks. And the guy just wrote an issue where Sabretooth just trashes everything that's wrong with Wolverine as a character. Like, you could tell that the writer didn't like him, or had inserted their own opinions about the character without actually caring about what came before.
If you're going to write a character, you should like the character.
Okay, but devil's advocate here. If you're writing a character that hates the character, isn't him spewing stuff that you'd hate about the character?
That's a good point, and I thought about that when I was reading it. But the problem is, it felt too much like it really was the guy just saying this character sucks. And with Ewing, he just threw in a bunch of. I mean, dude, like Banner, somewhere along the line, the writers lost what Banner was supposed to be. Kind of this mild-mannered kind of. He wasn't a little. Regardless of whether or not the Hulk saying he's puny, this and that, Banner was never presented as like a bookworm nerd, trips over his own feet, kind of
like teenage Peter Parker.
Yeah. He was never he was never like that. He was just kind of a everyman, or not an everyman, but just a middle of the road kind of guy.
Was he a scientist?
Yeah, he's a scientist. But he was a likable character. And somewhere along the line, around the time of the Ultimates and other things, they started to create him or show him more as a disheveled, kind of unlikable person. Like he's kind of greasy, unkempt, just all this stuff. And he wrote him in Immortal Hulk as just a despicable kind of guy. And at some point, he's just decided, it's like, oh, I'm the Hulk. I can do things that I can change. I can change the world in the way that's kind of a very leftist point of view about green stuff, like green energy. This was at the same time, right around the same time as Mark Ruffalo saying, "Oh, the Hulk should take on more green causes." Why? Because he's green. And and
exactly.
And then you had things like Banner, like these Antifa terrorists that were inspired by the Hulk were going around wearing Hulk masks. That was one of the storylines. And
that explains a lot. Okay.
And I was just like, dude, what is this? And then they were kind of leading more into the old horror aspects of the Hulk, and like Abomination was this, like somehow had gotten mutated more, and his face was a hand.
Oh,
it was like a giant hand, clawed hand.
Like an Abomination.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, what I'm saying is that it, like,
I see what you did there.
There were multiple issues where the Hulk was constantly getting killed by acid or something like that, and his guts are hanging out, and either it's your cup of tea or it's not. It just wasn't my cup of tea. Plus, Ewing was throwing in very heavy-handedly politics into his run, and it was just, if you can get me to drop the Hulk book, then you're doing something. You're definitely doing something.
And you're doing it wrong.
They didn't want your business. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. That's pretty much it. Thank you.
I don't know. I like the idea of it. What I heard about it, but I didn't hear any specifics. Everybody just kept saying, "Oh, it's great, it's great." So I was like, "Oh, okay." Well, I never got around to it though.
It's great if you didn't read previous or know anything about the character and didn't understand that it was a total 180 from what Banner was. Like he was trying to lead a revolution or inspire revolution. And then Amadeus Cho, if people don't know, Amadeus Cho is a character, Asian character, who became the Hulk at some point. Well,
Right.
Bruce tries to recruit him, and Amadeus Cho says a line in there what really stuck out. He's like, "You got to forgive me, Bruce, but a white man talking about revolution never ever works out right in the history of the world," or something like that. Yeah,
I'll live in the States.
What are you talking about? White men throw the best revolutions.
Exactly.
Especially if there's a tea party involved.
Exactly. But literally, I may be missing certain words from that phrase, but that's basically what he said, and it's like, dude, really? How much more of this crap are we going to do? And then you find out that everybody that's been gamma can reanimate, so nobody dies.
So no stakes.
So they killed Doc Samson, A-Bomb, all these other characters, and they came back. They reanimated, like
You don't understand what
Sasquatch.
you just did. You made endless beef.
Yeah.
Can you imagine you're hanging out in heaven, you're finally in paradise, and then they bring you back to pay taxes? Stupid.
Oh man! You just gamma irradiate a herd of cows, and then you just chop chunks off of them, and they grow back.
Look at you making sense out of something else.
Man,
There you go.
brilliant! I'm in.
Yeah.
Put me in, coach.
We're gonna have all the steak you can eat. Make lots and lots of jerky.
That's right.
But anyway, going back to what we were talking about, Joe Bennett was doing probably the best work of
That's
his.
what we were talking about.
Yeah. Well, I'm just bringing it back home to what you had originally.
Endless.
My favorite thing about that was the Alex Ross covers.
Yeah, he was doing some of his best work too.
Yeah, they were really good. That's why I was interested in it at all.
Yeah. Like I thought he had stagnated for a while, and then these Hulk covers are just almost every one of them was just, you got to grab it off the stand, man.
Yeah,
I like the hood idea.
I'm giving him a poncho. I figure he's more a dark character. Maybe he's got
Dark characters wear punches.
Maybe he's got.
Oh, he could use it to cover up if he's carrying a gun or something. You get it under the poncho.
I like the idea that Punisher is more mysterious. We were talking about this yesterday. I always felt like the Batman, the Nolan movie, Christopher Nolan movies were good setup for a Batman story. With all the gear that he had on, I was like, yeah, that's a cool idea for Punisher. Why would he wear stupid ears?
Again, he was invented in the 70s.
No, I'm just saying that if I had the chance to redesign him, I might have gone that route anyway, which is what I'm doing now.
There you go.
So
I always laughed that he's all tactical and he's running around in big white boots
and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's like a go-go girl.
It was a perfect bad guy for Spider-Man, as he was, but I don't know.
Hard to keep clean though.
That is like Namor running around in a speedo.
Scuff my boots.
That's Namor.
No, I will not call him that.
Namor.
The ruler of Atlantis is the prince of the sea.
You have to now. It's canon. It was in a movie.
I don't care. I don't watch those movies no more.
Wait, what movie was that?
That was the second.
Wakanda.
Black Panther 2.
I never watching that.
Wakanda forever.
Why was normal in that one?
I'm surprised Kamala didn't say that.
Yeah, right.
Still the X sign. That would be awesome. I might have thought about no.
But she's Indian. She's more like curry forever.
Wow.
The McRib is back.
Yeah.
Oh, this sucks.
The McRib or something else?
Okay, that looks good, man.
No, my drawing.
Oh, your drawings are
I'm
all
surprised you can see anything. The pencils are.
The mirror does too, though. By the way, so don't worry. He's right on both accounts.
I think it looks
It's very,
beautiful.
That's great.
looks very pencily.
Well, yeah, pencils do that.
It's true.
If I could, I would just draw that and go, "Oh my gosh, I'm so terrible at drawing." So people would go, "What?" Yeah, that was great.
Facts. As the kids say today, that's facts.
Show me the Carfax.
They say that?
They say
Based.
that's facts.
They're not saying that any of that stuff anymore.
They do. They say that's.
So brat.
What the hell was that? That was the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life.
Bro, brat is facts.
Ah,
So fetch.
Stop trying to make fetch a thing.
That's like when remember when everything was on fleek?
Yes.
Yikes.
Eyebrows on fleek.
Oh, dang. Clueless Punisher would have been good, too.
you gotta
What are you doing? What are you doing?
get a little yarn, dude.
Zombie Kebab just knitted or crocheted this while we were on doing the live stream, and she brought it over to me.
Is that Shaun of the Dead?
Oh,
I
that's
don't.
awesome.
I don't know what it is actually. I just know it's a zombie.
You got red on your shirt.
That's awesome. Oh my
Is that from
gosh.
Shaun of the Dead?
It's not for me.
What a talent.
I
She
love
crochets them? Or it looks more crochet.
Yeah, she does. She does a lot of crocheting and stuff.
Ah, nice.
Side.
I love it. I love it. Do more.
It's fantastic. He's got a tie and everything.
Yep, he's got a cute tie. Oh boy.
Kayla, I got to show you something when we're done here.
Oh, sweet.
It's something that I've been working on.
Working on customs.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's adjacent to that conversation, but not quite.
Oh, is it artwork or actual?
A client I'm working for.
Cool. Awesome.
It's customs adjacent.
Yeah.
And crochet.
I said adjacent to that conversation. I didn't say to customs.
Okay.
For crying out loud.
So it's a custom adjacent?
For crying out loud.
Jason's a lucky guy.
Fellas love a Megatroid. So skibbity, says Isabel Games. Fariz.
There's that word. Keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
I think
Come on,
it does,
guys,
though.
you're unsettling my calm.
Oh, thanks for calling back.
I don't know anything about guns, how to draw them, but
Neither do I. References.
I'm not gonna waste my time with reference. I'm gonna fake a gun. Like
Oh,
you-
right. Make your own.
I'm faking it till I'm making it.
There you go. It'll be amazing.
It sounds easy till you gotta design it, and then you're like, "Oh, I spent 20 minutes trying to design a gun."
Kirby says, "Looks good."
Thank you. Well,
You gotta. Speaking of Kirby, you gotta Kirby it like that. Just like draw whatever. Just draw a tube, a little thing for like a sight, and then you're good. Oh,
Yeah.
what's going on here?
Go
Oh,
for it.
Kevin, what's happening there, dude? What's up?
But what?
real gun of his life depended on it.
What?
Yeah.
Are you talking about me?
Jack Kirby.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, Kirby.
What were you saying? What did you say about him?
I said he couldn't draw a real gun of his life depended on it.
Yes, he could have. He just didn't
Except
want
in
to.
the war. He drew a real gun in the war.
I don't know what you're talking about, Michael,
But
but
he drew it in the way.
whatever you just said is angering me.
Yeah.
Don't make me angry, Mr. Miller. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Ah,
Yes,
back
I
to the world.
He calls the manager.
Might also be Mike.
Man, I miss Bill Bixby. He was so cool.
Yeah,
I never met him.
Dave Banner. I was like, "What?"
Dave?
Yeah, they said that because Bruce sounded too gay.
That's not what I heard. I actually heard after the fact that it was something else about that, but that wasn't even, that was a myth. the guy that actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the guy that developed that show, he was in an interview. He was like, "Yeah, that has nothing to do with it." I was like, "Oh, whew, I'm glad."
Are you sure, or did he say, "Yeah, that had nothing to do with it"?
No, he said something else. It was like I forget now because I was just satisfied with the answer, so I moved on with my life.
It could be like a weird rights issue.
Why? What?
Like,
Where's the fun
because
with
of
that?
Batman?
No, it was. I can't be sure. I honestly don't know, but
Well,
I don't know
Come on,
for
think of
sure. I can't remember, but I don't think it
well,
was
make
that.
the rest theory.
Make something up.
I
We'll
don't
start the
remember.
rumor here. And then it'll spread
No,
around
I
the
don't
world.
like you starting rumors.
Did it have to do something with Batman, maybe? Because Bruce Wayne, and maybe they didn't want people to.
Yeah, and that was a show at the time.
I don't know. I
It was
don't
because
remember.
Bruce Wayne was
Batman
gay.
was still like on TV.
Like I can't remember
Because
that at all. Like
Fix
it
Batman was so gay.
Yeah,
Dude,
that could be it.
that's it.
I see. That's not what I
This
thought
is
I heard,
Batman.
Will the Hulk do the Batuti?
but it does beg the question, like why did they do it? And then you got to answer the question with another question, and then
Batusi?
before you know it, you're punching yourself in the face. Not sure why.
Well, don't do that.
No, I don't know. I know it's a bad idea altogether, but I'm just saying.
Oh, why am I not happy?
Oh, maybe she get a cookie.
I gotta jump out real quick and go say hi to my nephew.
Oh, okay.
We'll hold down the fort.
It's because you're
Hold
diabetic,
down.
Kevin.
Okay.
So what?
It's because you're diabetic. That's why.
Oh, okay. That could be it.
Do you know that that our mood is tied to the sugar? Are you aware of that?
I did not know that.
So when you're out of like alignment with your sugar, your glucose,
Mhm.
you're actually more you can be more like angry more often. It's like having mood swings and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
I tell you what, it explains a lot. When I was diagnosed, I was like, why am I so angry? Oh, that explains everything.
Why am I
Snickers
so
does
angry?
commercials all about that.
That's true. You're not yourself when you're hungry.
Now, I learned something cool, and Mike said, I told you that a long time ago. And I was like, I didn't remember any of it, he said. But apparently, if you make rice, freeze it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think I might even said that on the stream.
Did you?
Yeah. I just found out about it a few months ago, too.
That's amazing. And they say that Mike says it works with pasta and then also with bread. That's why when you freeze bread, it doesn't affect you as much.
Really?
I've
What
never
is
heard.
the sugar?
Yeah, it does something
about freezing and then reheating it. It kind of breaks down the proteins.
Yeah, the glucose or whatever it is in it.
We're talking about rice.
Yes.
Yeah.
We think the ice is like harder charged and has edges, and it probably breaks down the proteins. That's probably it.
No, it doesn't have proteins in rice.
No.
But
Glucose? I think glucose is a protein. Or no, glucose is a sugar. Gluten is a protein.
yeah. But it's really interesting, and I'm excited because I want to freeze everything.
Okay. So ice cream has to be really good for you.
Amy, Melissa, you remember me having this conversation with you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Was Elliot
But
not
it's
there?
valuable information worth repeating.
That's why I freeze
Was
chocolate
Elliot
bars.
not there?
I remember I brought that up on the stream a while back because I saw something on it on one of the YouTube videos and was talking about that. I know that. So you might be confusing me with Elliot, maybe, possibly.
No, I definitely don't remember at all. So I just heard about it for the first time. I told my wife, and she's all pumped up now. I'm like, yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I noticed a lot of times if I order like Chinese food or something and I eat a bunch of it and it's good, but I kind of I gotta take a nap like 20 minutes later. But when I reheat it, I don't. So it's kind of like,
Yeah, that's what I told Elliot last night.
Yeah, Mike said that you said that last night. I love it when Kevin's upset with his artwork. He just keeps
I know.
reading.
Grunting.
Yeah, because I'm trying to not say anything else that might get Mike Stream in trouble or get me banned off the show because I pay
You know
attention.
what's really fun when you create your own expletives. Like I remember when I used to say, "Holy farfignugan." I just enjoy.
I say that
terminology.
Like Clark Griswold with his piece of monkey,
Yes, exactly. Yeah, man.
I'm glad I got you to laugh. There you go.
That's good.
Cool.
That's good. I'm all about the laughter these days.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it looks like I'm gonna be starting that job after all, Mike. I found out today.
Oh,
nice. Apparently the manager of the chain.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he called him a regional manager. He was speaking to one of the reps from one of the manufacturers that I happen to know. It's a friend of mine.
Oh, neat.
And he spilled the beans there that I guess I'm supposed to be starting at the beginning of the year.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't help me right now, but yeah, that's fine. I'll muddle through somehow. Christmas.
Yeah.
Just get really mad at get really mad at your kids between now and Christmas and say no Christmas.
Yeah. Or I'm now Jehovah's Witness.
Honey, I thought we'd try out Jehovah's Witness this year.
Yeah, this year, just for the holidays, just for Christmas.
I did a little Jehovah's Witnessing in college.
You dealt with one? Or you were?
No, I'm just kidding. It's like if I was experimenting in college,
Oh, that's funny.
Everyone experiments in college.
I used to work for a bunch. It was not fun.
I was going through a phase. All right, let's see here.
Looks good.
They weren't exactly equal opportunist, unless you're one of them.
Oh, really?
Well, you have to be one of the 144,000 of them too, right?
Yeah. I was like, I'm just trying to do my job, guys. I don't care about whose door you knock on.
Was it related to their group, or was it like one of them owned a restaurant or store or something, and you were?
No, it was a graphic design place, but they show favoritism towards people that were.
Dear. Okay, so it's
Was it here in the
like
States?
Jehovah's Witness, and you sell Avon,
right?
Kill two birds with one stone.
Right? Have you heard about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
Have you heard the news?
All about our Tupperware.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do a demonstration. Remember when they used to do demonstrations in your house for like vacuum cleaners?
Yes, the Kirby's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, those things are awesome.
Don't you want a clean house during the Armageddon?
Here, let me show you and then they mess up your house. Like, what are you doing? Hold on.
No, don't worry, you come out.
No, that vacuum better work, buddy. That's all I'm saying.
Not coming out. It's weird.
Huh?
Came out last time.
What's that?
What's your carpet made out of exactly?
I like in those commercials for like the stuff that use like the oxy clean whatever. And then they say, just make sure you test it out in a separate area. Like, well, wait a minute. You told me on that commercial. I sat through that whole infomercial with that British guy. And now you're telling me I have to test it out? Get out of here. Get off my lawn.
I love oxy.
I don't want to clean one part of the rug. I want all of it to be clean.
Do you ever get like? I know this doesn't happen with well, I guess it would happen if you've ever like left the laundry in the wash too long, or somehow it got wet and in a pile and it just gets that mildew smell.
Yeah, I hate that smell.
Dude, OxyClean. Boom.
Really?
Yeah.
You gotta watch for your machine too. If your machine gets mildewy.
Wow. That's a handy product to have around.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man.
Yeah. Metal Movies and Brewski says the Howl is a beast.
Oh my! I'm 25% beast on my mom's side.
I apologize for calling you a beast towel. It's just me.
Okay.
I love his creativity, man. He's one of the most creative dudes I've seen in a while.
I was a bored child. But thank you.
It's true.
Entertain yourself, son.
Can do. And sometimes you just come up with stuff that you'd like, but nobody made, and you're kind of like, well, this doesn't exist. Time to make it. So.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, that goes.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't seen this one before. All right, let's go.
What the world needs is an alien Punisher.
Mm-hmm.
What?
A 50s Martian Punisher.
World?
There you
Inspired by Fred Mertz.
What this world needs, this town needs a
Punisher. It's the only thing.
I would like to see what Punisher would do with Batman's Rose Gallery. I think it would be a totally different comic book.
It'd be a short comic. Yeah, it'd be a very short comic.
Oh yeah, that would. Yeah, I don't think we'd have to worry about the Joker anymore.
Nope.
Oh, the Penguin starts monologuing, and then halfway through the sentence.
That would be such a funny, like, Elseworlds story to do. Like, Batman and Punisher are transported into each other's worlds for like 6 months. They come back, and Gotham City is like like super clean. Everyone's moving their businesses in.
Hey,
Batman's
stupid!
like, "What happened?"
I solved your clown problem.
No, Bruce doesn't even know what's going on. He just comes back and then in graveyards with Oswald Cobblepot, the Joker. It's like, what?
Now they did try it, but it's DC, whatever. But the Red Hood was supposed to be that. It was supposed to be.
Oh, I'm trying.
They didn't try hard enough.
Batman would stop him. Right?
That doesn't make any sense when you've got heroes that are like, I know, I'm going to work harder to save the villain than to help the people.
How about Batman and Superman? How come Superman doesn't just go over to New Jersey and solve his problem? You're a jerk, Batman. I could totally solve your problems. You can't see my city. Shut
That's
up.
what he did in Injustice. Have you not read my book?
No,
as a matter of fact,
actually,
I'm inheriting that book. Actually, I was going to get you to sign it.
Yeah, there's a scene.
You're waiting for me to die?
No, I'm getting it from my buddy.
You better sign it now, then.
You may not make it that far.
John Mintz says, I have to say how blessed I feel tonight. I get to spend my birthday drawing with you goofballs.
Happy birthday.
Hey,
Happy birthday, dude.
John Mintz.
Happy birthday.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
That's Frosty. That's what he says. Happy birthday.
Oh yeah. I'm watching Santa Claus is Coming to Town on a loop when I was on vacation.
And I was trying to put this morning for whatever stupid reason. I thought it was a good idea because I was on late last night with Mike.
Mm-hmm.
I put on Lord of the Rings because I was like, oh, we can watch this at Christmas time. I could not watch that thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't. I'm going to. I love those movies, but I can't. So angry.
Herbie doesn't like to make toys.
What about second nap time?
Exactly.
About second nap time. That actually sounds like a pretty good idea.
Sleepies, nappies.
My favorite is the elf, the dentist.
Hermie?
Hermie, he's such a he's ahead of his time.
Why am I such a dumb? Oh no, I can't say that. Anyway.
Yeah.
I want to be independent. I want to be a dentist.
Yeah, you also want to go to a different club, but I'm just telling you.
We're the island of misfit toys.
I like what's his name? Cornelius Jack, whatever, or
Yukon Cornelius.
Yukon Cornelius.
How did I know you were going to highlight that, Jeff?
What? Because I almost said Don Cornelius, and then I realized Soul was not a part of that show.
Soul Train with Yukon Cornelius.
That's a whole other Christmas special.
I mean, that would have been a good rendition of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That guy's voice.
Hey,
it is Don Cornelius.
Before I forget about this, are you guys familiar? Because I'm really getting into this Punisher drawing, and do you guys know Goran Parlov at all?
Goran
Seems like I've heard the name. Is the artist?
Yeah, he did that. He did a variation of Nick Fury. I think for the I think when they did like the Max series, he did like or maybe it was something. It's like him in Vietnam, and then he also did Punisher Kills the Marvel Universe.
Oh, okay.
Man, that guy is awesome. You gotta check him out. I don't know. I'm curious what I'm curious what Kevin's gonna say because I know he hates everything.
He'll say,
"Hey man, I watched Nacho Libre because of the drawn and quartered because I'd never seen it, and I can't help it. I'm sorry if something doesn't."
Ramsey's number one. He knows the secrets of desire. Ramses is the one. He puts the people all on fire.
Wow.
Appropriate.
I wanted to kick him right in his tidy pants.
It's my stretchy pants.
Chanjo. Sometimes.
But
men like to wear stretchy pants.
This is my stretchy pants. The way he says it was so. It was borderline inappropriate for a nun, but they went with it. I was like, all right, I guess they have feelings too, those guys. Oh my gosh.
What was her name?
My favorite of his movies is
Kung Fu Panda?
School of Rock. That's my favorite.
I knew you were going to do that.
Like, I was cracking up for months after I saw that movie. I was making references to that. Oh man, it was so good.
That was the one that kind of not put him on the map, but like took him to superstardom, made him like a big star.
And his whole thing where he did that behind the scenes thing where he they implored Led Zeppelin to use their song, Immigrant Song.
Yeah.
That was so funny. It was so good. But everything, a lot of the stuff he's done, a lot of people don't like Gulliver's Travel. I heard was not great. I never watched it.
Nah, it wasn't. It was kind of like romantic comedy, and I'm like, I don't know.
Which one?
He did
Gulliver's
Travels.
I still didn't hear anybody.
Gulliver's Travels?
Oh, Gulliver's Travels. Oh.
Yeah, apparently he had a Gulliver's Travels movie.
I don't know if I saw that.
I hadn't heard of it.
Not many people did. It wasn't that good.
Grand Kinzer Stone says I'll have to come on and draw with you guys.
Yeah.
Kaiser Stone.
Ali, they have about 45 minutes left.
Oh, but we do have a
Whoa,
draw.
Kaiser Stone. What's up, Kaiser Stone? My dog. Y'all need
I recognize that name.
Yeah, man. That's my man. My man Pots and Pans. Woo.
Nice.
You guys look him up and then you're going to be amazed.
Yeah?
Yes. Seriously.
Well, why don't you send him the invite next time?
Yeah.
I may do that.
That sounds fantastic.
Fine, then.
I wasn't thinking about
that.
I don't normally invite people to other people's parties.
I mean, you can always ask.
Yeah, but it's Mike.
You get him, and we can get Brohawk in here.
Where's
No, David won't
you're supposed to bring the whole family.
David won't do this and Graybeards.
What?
Because it's just too much streaming in one day. I get it.
What?
Really?
For some reason, he's tied into doing Graybeards.
Yeah, he has to reserve a certain portion of his coolness, because if he uses too much of his coolness on a live stream,
This is very true. Yeah, for sure.
His power meter goes down.
Oh, well, you can't have that, I suppose.
Armoron says, I especially like Jack Black when he's melted into goo by Martians in Mars Attacks.
Yeah.
Isn't that? I don't. Oh yeah, did he like a different color hair or something? That.
Yeah. My favorite is when he was on with Bruce Willis. I want to say it was. It's not Night of the Jackal, but I think it's just called the Jackal or something like that. Where
Jackal.
Yeah,
Oh.
he creates this automated, this remote-controlled machine gun for Bruce Willis'
in the bad way.
character, and he like uses him as a living target.
He blows off his hand. He's holding up a pack of cigarettes.
Yep.
How about Shallow Hal?
I like Shallow Hal.
I never saw it.
Had an important message.
Yeah.
My family loves
Be
that stuff,
shallow.
or loves Jack Black's stuff.
Kung Fu Panda was cute.
Yeah.
I like the first three. I saw that last one. Ugh, it was a stinker.
Oh my goodness.
I still maintain the Legends of Awesomeness was much better than the movies.
Oh really? Is that one of
Yeah.
the TV animations?
Yeah, one of the TV shows. It was the first TV Kung Fu Panda TV show. The writing on that's just impeccable. Like I don't know who they had in the writers' room and why, but they were good. It's got adult humor mixed in with kid humor, and it's just good stuff. I implore you, if you get a chance to sit down and watch it, watch more than one episode because you might catch a stinker here and there maybe, but the series as a whole had some good humor in it.
Oh, so it's a whole series, not like an animated one-off special or something.
Oh no! They had to go for like at least this what I could find on when I buy them on iTunes or something. There's at least six seasons, and then they had.
Oh wow!
And then when like the third one came out with the father, Poe's father, and they introduced that. Well, then they created another TV show where they got rid of kind of the Furious Five. It was just about Poe and his dad and their village of pandas, which was really boring and stupid.
Yeah.
And then,
had the tofu merchant, the soup maker. Not that bad.
No. The father. They introduced the actual his long lost father in one of the movies. I think it was
Don't you feel like they kind of diminished the whole thing though?
Voiced by Bryan Cranston.
What do you mean diminished? What do you mean as far as
his adopted father was James Hong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, that's
exactly.
But I the whole point of that was that he was supposed to have like be settled into his family. It didn't matter because he was adopted. I don't know. Being a parent of adopted kids, I was like, oh, that's a pretty cool story. And then they you introduced the dad. Oh,
yeah, exactly. I don't think anything is as good as Legends of Awesomeness. Like it was just the Furious Five and Poe, and it's a funny show and everything else. And then they did one. I can't remember if it's a Netflix show or not, but they brought Jack Black for a whole TV show, and it sucked. Like him, he's not as good as the guy impersonating him.
Yeah,
like it didn't have the energy. Yeah, he didn't. There's no life to it.
That's how he was in part 4. He was just like over it.
Exactly. Yeah, he was collecting a paycheck. Thank you, Hal. I appreciate that, man, because you picked up on that. Yeah, the fourth one wasn't bad as far as like a story, but there's no life. There's no life to it. I told my fiance it's sad when the voice actor impersonating you does a better job than you do. Anyway, I highly recommend it because I think there's some really good episodes in there. It's one of the best to me. It's one of the best kid shows I've seen in a long time. I think that and Monsters vs. Aliens. I think both of those were really good Nickelodeon shows.
That was a show.
I've heard that the show is better than the movie on that one, the Monsters vs. Aliens.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, really?
Really good.
I like the movie.
Say what?
The Halloween one?
No, there's a show. There was a whole TV show of Monsters versus Aliens.
Right, but wasn't the Halloween one a TV show?
This is a Hotel Transylvania?
Like TV special? No, Monsters versus Aliens.
I don't know what Halloween. You mean like there was a Halloween special or something like that?
Maybe it was a special, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I just know that it's another situation where a lot of the voice actors for the show didn't come, or from the movies didn't come to the TV show, but it was actually the show was better for it. I know with
I don't understand why people hire big expensive actors for animation. You just need good actors. You don't need expensive ones.
Yeah.
I think it's because I think they're going to get, it's almost like a built-in marketing concept, but I don't
like a draw.
It almost
it's probably because when you attach a Jack Black to a movie, you can get more funding.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah,
probably.
The producers will give you more.
That's
But you're right. It reminds me of
Clancy Brown being interviewed about how Highlander got made, because it was exactly that. Like you had this little tiny script from this little nobody writer, and he sends it out, and on a lark, he's like, "Well, I need a Scottish character, so I'm going to send it out to Sean Connery, who was like the biggest thing in Hollywood at the time because of James Bond and everything." And Sean Connery's like, "Well, I don't want to play the Highlander, but I'll play Ramirez." And then and because he got attached to it, the budget for the movie went up. And then they're like, Sean's not going to play it. Let's try to get this guy Christopher Lambert, who had just been this huge star in France. And so they attached Christopher Lambert, and the budget went up again. So like the writer's getting like millions of dollars for the script now, and then they went to who did they go for? They tried to get Arnold Schwarzenegger to be
Clancy Brown's character.
Yeah, what's his name? The Gorgon. And Schwarzenegger turned him down, and Sting of all people recommended that they try to get Clancy Brown because he just worked with him on some, I can't remember what movie it was. Oh, Frankenstein, I think.
What was
so they got Clancy Brown, but Clancy Brown, because he was a no name, he like didn't get paid anything, like at all. He didn't get points. He didn't get nothing. That's so this tiny little movie that ended up having all these stars in it and making all this money because it's like a cult favorite film. Now he doesn't make anything from it.
He didn't make any.
He's raking in all that money from SpongeBob, I bet.
From what?
SpongeBob. Clancy Brown's the voice of Mr. Krabs.
Oh,
that's right. Yeah, I could hear
money,
it.
money. I like money.
I like the guy that plays the starfish.
Patrick, right?
Patrick.
Yeah.
I like him. He was on the show called Coach.
Yeah.
I remember Coach. Yeah, that was him.
The big blonde guy.
Oh,
He wasn't Coach. He was the big dumb blonde guy.
yeah, the big dumb blonde guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear it now. Oh man, yeah.
See, you learn all kinds of things on your Mike's channel.
Yeah.
Ding ding ding.
Actually,
I saw that little star and rainbow float over me right now. The more you know.
I'm trying to remember who it is, but there, the guy that plays what's his name, Squirrel or Rabbit on Breaking Bad. He plays a cartoon character too, but I can't remember what cartoon character it is. You know, the guy with like the gravelly voice.
No.
What's his name? Squirrel?
I never watched that show.
Oh,
I
really?
did, but I don't remember. I don't know why I'm going blank.
He was.
That
He was
show's
one of
one of the friends, right?
Jesse's friends.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember there was a big guy and a smaller, skinnier guy.
Yeah, The Bride. That was the movie he was in with Sting, not Frankenstein. The Bride.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was the Sting movie. I never saw that either. Huh? I should go watch that. Was it any good? Huh?
Because Clancy Brown's in it?
No, because there's a few of those movies that I think it just didn't appeal to me because it looked like it was like a romantic thing. I was looking for the monster stuff, and I didn't. Back then, I didn't understand what that was about. So, and Sting was always kind of creepy to me. I think because of his role in Dune, I just thought he was a creepy dude. I didn't really like him at all. Now I'm like, oh, I could tolerate that nonsense.
He plays the king of the mods in Quadrophenia.
In what?
Quadrophenia?
I never heard of that.
There's a movie about the mods in England.
Based off of the actual album by the Who.
Just remembering now that Clancy Brown.
Oh my gosh! We've got a rampant Matt Carson in the chat. John.
Oh my goodness, Matt! How are you?
Starring Ramirez.
Where's Matt?
Oh, Matt! I'm always after your Lucky Charms.
You're muted, buddy. There you
Hey. Hey, everyone.
Hey.
Oh, there he is. Now you can hear him.
Hey. Just I thought I'd stop by.
Hey.
It's been a while. I want to kind of give like a praise report here for.
go. Oh, thank goodness! Yes.
Thank you guys for praying for my dad for their prayer.
Yeah.
He what happened was when I was talking to him, he started slurring his words, and I wasn't sure what was going on, and I prayed over him, but then he couldn't get into his cell phone. He couldn't unlock it. Like he didn't know how to unlock his cell phone. I'm like, he didn't know his code, but he wasn't even. He put his hand on it and he's not like moving it. And I'm like, Dad, you're not moving it. And he's like, it's just not working. I go, no, you're not even moving. You got to do the. So anyway, I just was like prayed over him, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna take him in just to see what's going on, so I know what I'm dealing with, and we can deal with it, you know.
Right.
So I took him in, and they found out that he had a stroke. They did all the scans on him and everything.
Oh, wow.
And they said it's weird though. We do the scans, and your dad is like his the veins in his head are like weird, the blood flow, you know. And so I was like, so I wondered what's going on. And the doctor explained to us. He said, you had a total blockage to blood flow, and he said, and it actually could have been fatal. He said, but for some reason your brain grew another route for blood transport. It was like it grew another vein, like in his head. So like it grew another vein to supply it. And I'm like, whoa, man. So you know that was God. And so he was in the hospital for one night. I just slept in the chair next to him for one night, and then they did all these tests on him and everything, and they're testing his hands and his he didn't lose any motor skills. He still sounded a little slurry in his speech, but they said you can go home, you know, and just take some medication. And
fantastic.
So we got home, and the next day we got some pizza, right? And but all of a sudden he started like slurring, and his face started drooping like even worse, and he started getting, it seemed like worse. And I was like, man, I don't accept this garbage. So I was like, we prayed over him again, and then as soon as he walked over with my brother to his place, which is right across the courtyard, all of a sudden my brother's like, he's back to normal again. I'm like, yeah, because I said we can't accept anything that's attacking him like that, and because we believe he's healed. So anyway, long story short, he's like, speech is pretty much back, and everything's back to normal, and he's started exercising again this week on Monday, because he said he's gonna take a couple, and we haven't taken any medication they gave us because my dad didn't really want to take any of that stuff. He just didn't feel right about the side effects and stuff he was reading on it. Right. And so he did take some aspirin, but we just been giving him vitamins, giving him some beetroot powder drinks, and we didn't change his diet, so he's more strict. He was eating keto and carnivore, but then he went off on eating cookies, which was partially my fault too, because I started doing it too. And it just, I think from going from strict keto to all of a sudden all the sugar, it was not good for us.
Oh yeah.
And but anyway, we started eating like changed our diet and everything, and but God, man, really turned it around, because it was like it looked bad, you know, for a while there, and I just was standing on reading the Bible every day, praying every day, man. I was like deep diving into prayer, and so I appreciate you guys praying and agreeing. I know you're kind of in the dark about everything going on, but thanks for your prayers and everything. I appreciate it, and just wanted to give you a good update. You know, that he's doing great.
Yeah, glad to hear that your dad's doing better, man.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm telling you, you wouldn't be able to, if you were seeing him, you'd be like, you wouldn't even be able to know that anything happened, because you just talking, you know, back up, and And even just like last week, his voice was still a little slurry, and I was having him read the Bible to me out. They said if you read out loud, singing actually helps you, but read out loud. And he's been reading the Bible out loud, and now it's just it's good, man. He's doing really good. So I thought I'd let you guys know,
all those words are healing to your bones.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome to hear, Chuck.
Yeah, man. So we're ecstatic and happy about it, and
that's wonderful.
So we've been making sure we just eat right too and doing our part, because we don't want to good stewards of your body. You know what I mean? So I trust God for all that, but also I can't eat Twinkies every day, all that stuff, cookies.
Yeah, you can do a little better than Twinkies every day.
Yeah, I mean,
let's do at least 20% better.
Gotta have some accountability, right?
Yeah, sure. That's all right.
So, but yeah, thanks guys, I appreciate it, and man, I'm like I said, ecstatic, happy, and man, it's been good. Been working, watching Leave It to Beaver with my dad. We got into a Leave It to Beaver kick. We want to watch something positive,
Yeah.
And just get something that's uplifting, and then man, I got hooked on it again. And then we watched The Rifleman and what is it, some other Western shows that he grew up with.
All right, just don't watch it when they brought Leave It to Beaver back in the 80s. That was
Oh yeah, I just found it on Tubi. I put it on my
don't
save
do
list.
it.
You gotta do it. It's 80s. It's 80s.
Oh, we missed you, Matt.
How could I pass up an 80s Leave It to Beaver, man?
Right?
Well, it was so bad.
I mean, it can't be a Leave It to Beaver. I mean, he's a grown adult. As long as he's not wearing a baseball hat.
His name Eddie's on there too, and he's like a total shyster.
So he's
golly, I
the same
didn't
guy.
pay my taxes.
Did you know that Eddie Haskell, the real life actor, when he couldn't get work after the show, so he became an LA police officer?
Really?
And he actually got shot 3 times, but he was wearing a vest. So he quit right after that. In the 70s, he got shot, I guess, and retired. But then he got Leave It to Beaver 80s. Yeah, he lived.
Did he
I don't think it was that long ago.
Yeah.
Well, no, I looked into the show.
Matt,
It
if you
lasted.
go by like Whole Foods or something, get your dad some K vitamin, like K2 sublinguals.
Yeah.
Because it couldn't hurt.
Okay,
but
yeah, man.
It'd be good to getting the calcium out of his bloodstream so it doesn't cause any more clotting.
Is
The blood brain barrier.
Is it a D3 case, something like that?
Yeah, we
Well,
gave
you're
him
gonna get
D3 as well.
Usually you get D3 in your calcium supplements. So
okay.
if you're taking those,
Yeah, I've been giving him tons of vitamins. I got to give him some K2. I got him D3s and some magnesium, and I got to give him some of that. And, I was just looking into things to get to help him out with his because you need a lot of oxygen, obviously, to your brain, and so I was trying to find out what kind of things. And that vitamins and foods are good.
There's pluses and negatives to beetroot powder or to beets. I'm trying to remember what the negative was. It's
It makes
I think
good
it's not. It's I'd have to look it up, but it I know it has positives. It is a vasodilator, but at the same time, I think it's not good for clotting.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, he hasn't been taking I don't know if he takes it every day, but I know he was using it. But yeah, no, I'll have to talk to him, and I see him like every day now. So
yeah,
I've been eating lunch with him pretty much every day and talking with him and praying with him, and so. But yeah, he's doing great, man. And it's been like I think it's going on 3 weeks now.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
And, yeah.
Fantastic.
And it went by. They had him wear like a heart monitor to kind of like record his heart, and then it's weird. You strap it on for 2 weeks, and then you send it back in the mail. And he wasn't gonna do it, but then he's like, you know what? I'll do it because then I'll get a good report back. I'm like, all right.
There you go.
And then so he wore it, and I had to figure out how to put that on.
Yeah, I had to do that too, so I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it's weird. It's like you just stick it on like a giant sticker, and you're like, yeah. But it's like if you have any problems, you're supposed to hit a button to kind of record. So it records. It's recording all the time, but if you have anything, you can push a button. And
Extra
hey, thanks, DJ Peterson. Thanks, DJ. Yeah, appreciate everybody praying. I caught the that stream the end of the stream when you guys prayed, so it meant a lot. So appreciate it.
Thank you for letting us know. I mean, of course, we all had faith that things are going well, but it's great to hear just how well,
Yeah, man. I mean, the first night at the hospital was horrible because, I mean, people at the hospital good, but I had to sleep in a chair, right? And but the new policy is at the hospital there is that you can't sleep, you can't have relatives sleep over if it's shared with another patient. So they said they had no more rooms. So my dad was like getting up and like gonna go. I'll just leave. And my dad was saying, I'm like, Dad, don't. And he's like, I'll just leave because my son can't sleep next to me. So they got him a room where I could sleep in the chair next to him. So yeah, that was really good. And then that's the only way he'd stay because my dad's like, I'm just gonna go. And I'm like, Dad,
my boy's not here. What am I doing?
Yeah, he's like, I'll sleep in the car. I'm like, what? I'm like, Dad,
watch me.
And now you know where Cossin gets it.
My dad's pretty hardcore, man. He's like, I'm like, Dad, come on, man. He's like, yeah, he's like, it's funny. My grandpa too, man. My grandpa, he was a pastor, and he was roofing he had shingles on his back, and he was roofing the church, and he fell through the roof, went through and it was like a 2-story, roof, and he fell on pews, right?
Oh no!
And then he couldn't stand up fully, his back. And he just stood up and he's like, thank you, Father. I'm healed by your stripes. I'm healed. He's got up. He just walking. He couldn't even straighten up. And he's walking around there. You got to go to the hospital. He's like, no, I'm good. And he's I'm healed. And then he's walking around, and sure enough, like later, straightened up. He's okay.
Your dad literally walked it off.
Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, when we were kids, he'd have like a gash on his arm, and I'm like, Dad, what happened? He's like, I don't know. And he's just like, wash it off, and I'm like, geez. My mom was a nurse. He's like, he didn't want to go to the doctor, so he's like, yeah, he was pretty hardcore, man. But yeah, even now he didn't want to go to when we went to the emergency. He didn't want to go. He's like, I'm not going to stay overnight. I'm like, well, we'll see what they say, And he's like,
no, I'm telling you.
And the cool thing with the doctor is the first doctor came in, he was a comic book fan because my dad's like, yeah, my son's a comic book artist. He's like, oh, really? And he was like, talking about which comic stores you go to, and I go, oh yeah, I've been to that one. He's all getting excited, and he goes, oh wait, I better talk about the scans here. He was like,
keeps the nice and optimistic air about the place. That's good.
Yeah, man, fellow comic book enthusiast.
Which hospital did you go to?
I went to Kaiser Permanente in Mission Valley area.
Oh, okay.
Because it was the closest one, and traffic was insane because it was during rush hour. I'm driving. I'm like, I just got to go the closest because I was already on the road heading south, and I'm like, I just got to go. And but yeah, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know much about it, but it's funny. I listened to Dr. Berg on YouTube, and he talks a lot about stuff like that. And so I was listening to him. He's talking about different vitamins to take, things you need to take if you have certain problems, and I've been taking like magnesium, and I've been taking vitamin D3, but I was taking I looked at it, it said 600 IUs, and he was saying anywhere from 5,000 to 10,000 IUs a day, and I'm like, what the? I was only taking 600. So I looked into it, and I found one where it's 5,000. So I've been taking 5,000, and I just recently started taking 10 because he's like, yeah, you're not going to OD on this stuff. He said, but a lot of times people, if you have a deficit, it's good to just. So I've been taking it with magnesium, and the sad thing, too, man, when my dad was in there, I was being attacked too, man. I was praying over myself because I was like, man, I was just like, I'm gonna be on the bed next to him like in a minute.
What kind of pizza you guys eating?
Yeah, exactly. Well, this was the pizza afterwards, but no, we usually never miss the pizza night on Fridays, and the people there know us so well. They're like, where were you?
Where are they? Yeah,
they're like, it's weird. I thought it was. I was like, is this Friday day? Because they're not here.
Yeah, but that would have to be hard for the people who miss you.
Yeah, even when it was COVID, we all showed up. We were the only ones walked in. And they're like, we knew you'd be here. Like, I'm not gonna no freaking virus keep when we have pizza. Some pandemic.
It's like the room. You're our favorite customer. Bye.
Yeah. Or it's like that one. Was it? Remember Idiocracy? Where at the Costco, where he's like, "Welcome to Costco. I love you." There was a guy just like that at the doorway at the credit union. He's like, he had this really baritone voice, really big dude, Hawaiian dude. He's like, and it almost make you jump out of your skin because it was so loud. He'd be like, welcome. Like he was like super loud though. And this old lady jumped. She was, oh, she goes, you have a very strong voice. You scared the crap out of me.
You have a very strong voice. It's a nice way of putting it.
He's a super. You see his face. He's got a baby face, but he has his baritone voice. It's like crazy deep voice.
John Wick says, "Be like Chuck Norris at hospitals with loved ones. Don't sleep. Watch."
John Wick's still hot in the hallways here.
And Andrew Hayes wants to know what Mike is doing for Christmas vacation.
I don't take vacations. I have no plans.
Staying home?
Mm-hmm.
Is everyone
Real
coming to your
Christmas
place,
is
right?
January 20th, anyways.
Yeah. The real Christmas begins.
Yes.
Can't come fast enough, but you know, a lot of good things happen along the way. Was that one guy quit Ray's? That FBI guy just quit his job. He knew his
yeah, but he's staying in until Biden's last day. So.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. It's. I mean, at least as I understand it, he resigned today, but it's effective on.
He basically gave his 2 weeks notice.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much.
2 months notice.
His 2 months notice. Yeah, and I'm getting fired.
Yeah, he's still there long enough to still be able to do some damage if he wanted to, or
burn documents.
Start World War III.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Man, it's crazy what's going down. But hey, it's kind of like when it says what wars and rumors of wars.
Yeah.
People are talking about World War III, Syria's being. Man, I saw a gnarly video on Twitter that wasn't censored, and I was like sitting there in shock after I just watched it. Because like these soldiers captured a Syrian soldier. They had him sitting on the ground. They're talking to him. Guy like smacks him in the head, and then just lights him up with an AK like close range. And it looked like some '80s movie where his clothes are like rippling and flying around. I'm like, he's just laying there. I'm like, oh my, close range, like cameras right up on him. I'm like, what the heck did I just watch?
Yeah, those are the good guys that took over Syria.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Al Qaeda is the good guys in Syria right now. Let's just do something. It's like what?
Yeah, that's crazy. Because that's basically what happened in Iraq, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. You just replace one bad person for another.
Let them.
I don't know. I mean, I don't buy all the stuff about Bashar al-Assad being a bad guy. I've watched interviews with this guy, and he seems so freaking just modern and reasonable, and like.
That's why they got rid of him.
Yeah.
Because they wanted chaos. They wanted the.
What do you mean we can't stone our women?
Yeah. We need freedom of religion. Get her.
See how she back talks to me? It's like, well, then I
He's
didn't
not
know about
wearing a
that.
burqa.
Man, there's a Scottish guy or an Irish guy who shows updates about Ireland, and they're being run over by that same type of migration.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
You're
He's
surprised? I'm not surprised.
I mean, I guess it's everywhere now in Europe, area, the European area, every Western.
Those are Mexicans.
They said the common name, the common birth name is Muhammad in Ireland now.
It's Muhammad.
You thought you'd be Sean. Or
Sean Muhammad.
Aladdin.
Scrooge Muhammad.
What? I guess Scrooge must be an actual name.
Must it?
What?
We have 20 minutes left. I don't think I'm going to make it, Elliot. What do you think?
Well,
I don't think so either.
Oh yeah,
going for your videos.
That's a lot of gear.
Yeah, I don't think you have enough detail in there. I think you need a little bit
whoa,
more.
that's cool. I like that. The cross hatching in there is nice.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Slowing me down a little bit.
It's worth it. I like the Punisher. One of my favorite characters, man. It looks great.
Thank you, Matthew.
And I think I seen Kevin's look cool too. Is he wearing the helmet?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Thanks, Cassie.
Barack Obama is practically Irish, John Wick says.
He's black Irish.
Yeah,
Did you
he's
see
one
it?
of those Irish guys from Kenya.
I was gonna say
Oh,
he's like that dude from Thin Lizzy, but not cool.
Thin Lizzy.
Now, Andrew Hayes, Barry is not African; he's Irish, and we don't tell John Wick no because John Wick might come back.
Baba Yaga.
I thought he was
Baba Yaga.
Scotch Korean.
Oh, I got the because we call a Barry Obama.
An Obama. Barry.
Andrew
Barry
Hayes also
Obama.
wants to know, Matt, if you're using charcoal.
Oh yes. Charcoal. There's a guy I watched. He does charcoal on YouTube, and I used to always do charcoal. And when I saw him doing it, I'm like, man, I want to get back into doing charcoal, man, because I miss doing portrait stuff. So I started buying I bought a whole thing of charcoal, and then Becky's grandpa had his old charcoal set handed down to her, so she gave that to me. So I got a bunch of really old pencils from the 50s or something.
Wow.
Yeah,
Are they still
so-
good?
Then the using those, I bought a chamois, a kneaded erasers, and then I bought a palette knife for charcoal. I've never seen these, but this guy was using it. Yeah, see, it's got this like little.
Oh, with the spongy thing on it.
Yeah, so you can be like just painterly with it, and it's so cool. But you have to be working larger. This is kind of too small for it, but I love that feeling. Get your hands all dirty and everything's all grimy around you. It's pretty great.
Nice.
I'm also
So-
using pencil.
Is the portrait of someone in particular? I can see
Sean
it.
Connery.
Sean
is it?
Connery.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing it's a gift for my in-laws.
It's
Ah.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get it done because I'm actually going to see them tomorrow.
Yeah.
Fun. Are you off to visit them, or are they down to visit you?
Visiting them.
Nice.
The cool thing is my my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, they live out here too, but they're actually going. I drove them to the airport yesterday, so we'll be seeing them there tomorrow.
Wow.
You can put
Yeah.
someone else on the screen,
Ooh, I like that one, Elliot.
Thanks, man.
Nice. That hoodie. Dude, hoods, man. I just started drawing hoods, man. I didn't realize how hard drawing hoods was until you start drawing hoods. Yeah, really cool ones. I mean, cool hoodies. The way the fabric lands. Looks
That's
good.
that's my
I feel
favorite.
like it's, yeah. One of those things that would have to be worth practicing, though.
Yeah, it looks good, man. I've never seen Punisher with a hoodie.
Looks great.
I figured, he probably has something more like this. I don't know. Or maybe not. I like to think that he's versatile. He wants to disguise himself. He can kind of do different things, and
Yeah, especially if he's going to be like sniping or something and he's got to use
Yeah.
some type of cover, right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah, you should like urban ghillie suit kind of deal. Should happen.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
I seen someone with one of those. It's made out of trash and stuff.
Yeah, something like that. Where kind of, I'm not kidding. Like if it looks like you're part of the concrete wall or something, just kind of camouflage yourself.
Yeah, one dude, he had one with plastic bottles and trash and stuff like that. Yeah, and debris. And then he just would curl into a ball and nobody could find out.
Genius.
That's
That would be
the alleyway ghillie suit.
Yeah,
Maybe. Oh.
that's actually cool. I almost bought one at a flea market. Ghillie suit.
An alleyway suit?
No, it's
He's got,
ghillie.
It's got
Oh,
blankets
okay,
on it.
no,
They can
okay.
attract criminals like they do deer.
We have a ghillie suit here.
Oh, really?
Of course.
Oh.
Is it for fishing or?
No, we used it for Halloween one year, I think.
Ah, okay.
Is it a kid size one or yours? Is it for you?
It was adult size. It was Elijah. I think it was either Elijah or Isaac.
That's
bought
what he
it.
did there.
Yeah.
All of Mike's stuff is kid size. What are you talking about?
Oh.
Oh,
All right.
Sorry.
That's about enough of that.
I couldn't resist. There was somebody pitched and I swung. My bad, Mike. I'm sorry.
I don't get enough of this out of pots.
Talk about low hanging fruit.
Hey, now.
That's all he can reach.
Wow.
Mike, we're the same height, so I'm just talking shit.
Mike, Mike, you know, I think you're a giant in my life.
Go ahead.
I do think that.
Oh, you're being serious.
Yeah.
Mike just sits out in his yard in the ghillie suit, so you can scare with it. Old ladies walking down the street. Ah!
Just
wait for them to my house.
Wait for the mailman to come by.
Andrew Hayes wants to know, so which Punisher version is everyone doing?
I'm doing the Mike Miller Punisher. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's more just like a redesign, really.
Yeah.
Punisher Squirrel.
Much to Marvel's dismay, it's always going to be Frank Castle. Blah.
Yeah. Do you see what they did, man? To one of the managers of the comic store showing me what they did to him. They did him dirty in that latest. It was like months ago, but
yeah,
they had his wife become Punisher or something. I was like, oh.
Oh yeah, they destroyed him.
Not in Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
No, he destroys them. Yeah, they didn't like. Well, the guy who created Punisher doesn't even like Punisher, right? The guy who created him.
No.
He's like, he's just like, I don't want people to like him, and now they all love this guy, and it's like.
Well, it's because he doesn't like him now because that's what the TV told him to say, right?
Yeah.
He was loving him when he was making that money and he's coming in. He came up with this badass character, but now if he wants to praise all these youngins in the office, he has to say shit like that.
Yeah,
most guys don't make much money though back then.
Yeah, the police and soldiers started using the Punisher skull, and now he's all mad about it or something.
Yeah, he's just bitter.
I think Trump fans were using it too, something. So
yeah. Well, I think it's because he intended for him to be a villain, right? He was never supposed to be. A cool
Yeah.
Yeah, people did end up liking him. Yeah, he was in Spider-Man, right? That's where he first showed up.
Mm-hmm. Then he became our hero.
Yeah, it was right around the time that the Dirty Harry movies and things like that, and Marvel kind of capitalized on the anti-hero thing with Punisher and the vigilante street justice kind of stuff. And
oh yeah, when did Death Wish come out? The first one.
I want to say in the late mid-70s, late 70s, mid-70s, maybe.
But that was the time of all that.
Yeah.
Remember Clint Eastwood, what's the Dirty Harry, the one, Magnum Force?
Mm-hmm.
That's the John Milius wrote that one. And I don't know, did he direct it? I can't remember if he directed it.
Who?
John Milius. He wrote the Dirty Harry Magnum Force, where it was the vigilante cops going around killing people.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was, man. He said that people were ticked at him because he said, but he said, I did it as showing like how, like, basically like they were trying to, dominate people. And it was, because I was surprised the lefties got mad at me because he's like, I thought they would like it,
Right.
And it was kind of like, against the man basically, but then it was like, they didn't like the vigilante thing.
So the only thing worse than taking down the man is standing up for yourself?
The man taking down the man?
I guess.
Dirty Harry.
Man's got to know his limitations.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that one's.
I don't know if you know the rules around here, Hal, but we don't compliment Jeff.
Oh. I mean, that sucked, Jeff. You're supposed to be John Candy.
Thank you.
I do all the time.
Did someone say John Candy?
Yes, I was trying to reverse the compliment. Is that a John Candy impression? What the hell was that?
Yeah, actually was.
Dude,
John Candy doing Clint Eastwood doing Dirty Harry.
Oh, geez.
Doing
Hey, look, this is a 44 Magnum. Hey, geez.
Doing Land Shark.
Ah,
I watched Christmas Vacation
Yeah.
just the
Did
other
you
day.
enjoy it?
Guess who wrote it? I didn't even know who wrote it. No,
No.
John Landis?
no, John Hughes.
John
Yeah.
Hughes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, John Hughes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
It's
part of
funny.
that. He was part of that National Lampoon
Yeah, he
group.
did. He wrote Animal House, right? And then, or co-wrote or something. And then he was on the set and he got kicked off the set because he wasn't directing it. And he was like, "This is stupid," and then they kicked him off.
Never let
Animal
it
House is
run.
not stupid. I mean, it is stupid, but it's stupid in all the right ways.
Animal House.
Yeah.
And, isn't Kevin Bacon in that one too?
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I've seen the famous clips.
Kevin Bacon was in Friday the 13th, right?
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
What?
That's crazy.
Whoa.
Things
I
you
heard
never
Johnny
knew
Depp
about
was
any
in
of these
one.
I
guys.
just
Johnny
remember
Depp?
Corey Feldman.
Johnny Depp was in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it was. Wow, man, these guys are in horror movies. I didn't even know that.
Well, that's the easy work to get, I guess, when when you're young and
That's where you
hungry.
start, right?
Yeah. Somebody's got to die in a
Or you
movie.
can start at Diddy's house.
Oh.
Oh. Heyo.
All right, I think I'm as far as I can go. We're out of time now, right?
Yep.
Nope.
Comics Bear says, "Aloha." Mike,
8 minutes.
Greetings.
All
all.
right. This is Comics
The
Bear.
Comics Bear.
Greetings, Bear.
Hey, Bear.
Hey, you. Like you.
Bear was talking about a movie that I think DC is supposed to be making. I think it was one of the Marvel monster movies, and we did an episode with it once, but apparently they're redoing it to make a film. I don't know. You guys probably know more about
The
it.
Creature Commandos that came out.
Yeah, that's it.
But it's James Gunn.
Oh, they made an animated movie of it. Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is?
Or an animated show. I'm sorry. First two episodes are out. It's pretty messed up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I seem to think like that sound like this might be good. Mike redesigns.
It's a good looking. It's a pretty good looking animation. It just is woo. It's got some stuff that'll disturb you, possibly disturb your sensibility.
You're talking to the Lesters. Of course, it will disturb their sensibilities. I've just heard about it.
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, I saw some of it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Somebody, it's Twitter. You come across the videos, drop of a hat.
Somebody's like, "Why do this? Why?"
It definitely doesn't, put to bed any rumors of him having kind of messed up sensibilities or personality or whatever you want to say about James Gunn. Anyway, as bad as that is.
Oh dear.
Yeah, he's good for some things and not good for others. You can't put that ingredient in every cake. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a good.
Like Superman? Nah.
Question.
I do not have high hopes for that new Superman at all.
Oh, is there another Superman movie coming out?
Oh yeah. I mean, I like that it's bright. He's got that, but knowing him, he's gonna pervert it some way.
Oh, can't just like it has color this time or lighting?
Yeah. It looks nice and bright, but like the costume looks like super rubbery and dopey and.
Oh wow.
I like the look of the guy he cast, but I tried to watch that show that dude was in, and it's very risque, so I didn't watch it.
Like I like his Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I think those are good.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
Yeah, That's the only thing I actually liked, and then
Well, it actually became a problem. They were so good that every other Marvel movie tried to copy them.
Yeah.
Had a bunch of clones.
Yeah.
No, you don't all have to be Guardians of the Galaxy. You can be your own stories.
Well, Peacemaker is definitely the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah,
of that.
and I actually like Peacemaker, believe it or not. Like, but it was because it was
Yeah,
like a
there's
D-list
some of it I
character.
like. It's just he rehashed the Suicide Squad movie in Peacemaker. The plot of Peacemaker is basically the Suicide, or at least the villain of Suicide Squad is basically the villain of
Isn't it
Peacemaker.
Starro?
Yeah.
Starro's in the movie. In the movie, the TV show is basically Starro, but not.
What?
Starro.
Like same power, same everything, same setup, same idea.
Huh.
Yeah, like the same. The whole taking over people's minds. They're aliens. It's like that. If you watch the show, if you've got delicate sensibilities, you don't watch the show. But if you are curious, we'll get a chance to watch the show. It's pretty good because Peacemaker argues with this old dude. He has a neighbor that's just this crotchety old man who gives him crap because he's like not Batman. He's not a good superhero. And they start arguing on the lawn, and Peacemaker just goes, "Batman's crap. If it was me, I would have just killed the Joker." It's like, how many people have died because Batman is too much of a P word to kill the Joker? I would have just shot him.
Well, that's what it is.
It's
very tongue in cheek, and that's.
Yeah.
But he makes everything tongue in cheek, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
You need some sincerity in order for it to work.
Yeah, Superman tongue in cheek. I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense. I've been watching some articles. People have been talking about the importance of like sincerity in storytelling. I'm like, it's kind of a lost art, but maybe we should, try thinking about that some more. I'm like, oh, it's kind of a neat way of looking at it. Not everything has to be a joke. But some movies are, kind of worth being funny too. So both are good. Was Guardians of the Galaxy a funny comic book, or was it a serious comic book?
I don't know. I never read it. I hated the art.
It was nothing like it was nothing like his iteration of them. They actually changed the team to reflect more of his movies. Marvel did, because it was definitely a lot different.
Like the guy with the mohawk is, I think, part of the team, and they just kind of make him like this off pirate, right? The whole time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Yondu's basically like an alien. It's like an alien Native American for the most part in the comics.
Well, we have 1 minute left. I don't think I'm going to make it.
I'm definitely not going to make it.
Oh boy!
I'm going to life of this and not draw the legs.
There you go.
Nonsense! It's defeat, boy. It's defeat.
Oh, the feet. Well, it seems I'm defeated. So.
So what you're saying is you just stop feet of the finish line?
I have to go to feetfinder.com to
And just kind of.
That's quite a feat. Wah, wah.
How did I go so slow in this that I can't?
It's a very detailed picture. It looks very cool.
All right, pencils down. That's it. Crap.
Oh, all right.
Are you sure?
Cut wrap. Yeah, I'm sure. There are rules, Kevin.
There are rules.
Those rules.
Well, you can keep drawing until it comes up to you, right?
What is that noise?
I was just saying that those rules didn't work with Aaron. Anyway,
You guys
will
must
start
be
with me since I already quit
that's cool.
drawing because I follow the rules.
All right, I'm putting the pencil down.
Or we'll just focus on this part.
Hang on.
Okay.
I was trying to do the classic, you know how he's got the piping, the yellow or the white pipes for the Punisher teeth in his costume, which never really made sense. But instead, it's
Oh, I love that pockets. Really
pockets on his
cool.
webbing.
I like how you repeat the pattern in the shoulder pad up here. That looks really neat.
Thank y'all.
We're supposed to be more cut to say the design, and of course you draw holsters very well.
Holsters. Oh yeah.
And are those the grenades on his?
Yes, I moved them onto his arm. And then I gave him a sniper rifle on his back, but I haven't gotten a chance to draw it yet. Rocking a shotgun.
Oh, it's got cool. Armor's cool too.
Chicka chick. Chicka chick.
That looks awesome.
And then just steel-toed combat boots.
Very cool boots. I would totally get boots. That looks great.
And he's been wounded. His hand has been wounded, so he just wrapped it and got back into the fight.
Nice.
And he's wearing his watch.
Like Matt Cass's grandpa.
He wears his watch sniper style. You put the
okay. On the inside?
face on the inside.
Yeah.
Oh, I like how he's got his sleeves rolled up too. He's getting going to work, getting busy.
Yeah.
Hi, Panda.
Time to get greasy. All right. Well, that's me. Saber to keep his grenades on his arm instead of the neck. I think so. Katsuki says, I love this look for Punisher. Thank you.
Sure.
T-minus 1 minute. I guess that was a minute ago. All right. Next up, we've got Amy Listers. It's not showing up. There. Punish squirrel. Punish squirrel. Oh, yeah.
Jeff, don't bother putting me on the poll tonight. I just couldn't
too late.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. We voted for other people who weren't able to finish.
Well, I guess I won't be the first. Oh, thank you.
Vote down.
Oh well. Sometimes you just gotta suck it up.
Well, whenever you try something really, really different, it'll either work out quick and easily and be cool, or something will. Yeah, I was kind of thinking like Revenge for Peanut.
Peanut Punisher. Good call, Andrew Hayes.
Sorry.
Or no, I mean Comic Bear.
Pretty big gun for a little squirrel, though.
I knew it would be.
Really happy with that came out. The squirrel shirt. Yep.
All right. Next up, we've got the Howl, Alan Alonso.
That looks awesome, Al.
I did a Martian 1950 style Martian Punisher.
Crazy.
Oh, that's awesome. I like it.
The XJ-21 Disintegrator.
Yeah, I give him some wacky weapons, and his skull looked. Try to make his skull look like a alien ship.
Yeah, and you get the little Dutchman boot there. That's so cool. I love that shape for the ray gun, that kind of lightning shape from it. And all of everything's so round. It's perfect for that kind of retro sci-fi thing, right?
Like me.
I like how you give him trigger discipline on his hand that's not shooting.
Yep. Zap.
Oh yeah, nice.
PD Hobbit says looks a bit like Darkseid.
The Darkseid is very cool.
Well, here, let me close up on the face. I had a little Kirby influence, so that makes sense. Here we go.
Oh,
Where
nice.
are you? Not that. Damn it. Wrong layer.
Rippled chin.
Darkseid is here.
Yeah, a little squirrelish chin. See his eye.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Freaky.
That's detailed.
Try to keep it Marvel, right? Try to keep it Marvel.
Like the shape of his face.
The hatching on the metal, those straight lines, and the little white ink kind of scratching across it. That looks cool.
An alien skull.
It's a lot of fun.
If I had more time with this little guy, I would have made him look like Homer. That's all right.
It's lovely. Next up, we've got
There we go.
Kamonga.
Oh yeah.
Very cool. There, nice.
Is that
So he's got-
paint or are those bandages?
He's got little bandages on his face,
Bandage.
Mm-hmm.
and he's got pouches everywhere because he's got bombs and smoke bombs and gadgetry. He's got the gloves with the knuckles.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Those gloves are awesome.
Let's see.
DJ
He's
says,
got-
Mike, make the show an hour longer. Shut up.
Boy, I finished those feet. Had a background.
Do you remember?
He's
remember
really
the Punisher? Remember when the Punisher he like it was a zombie story where he was like one of the lone survivors, but he was using Wolverine's claw on like his arrows and like using different pieces of heroes' weapons. I could see him like Punisher wearing like Von Doom's cloak because he took him out like years ago or something.
That'd be interesting. Would he like wear the mask on like a shoulder or something like that?
Yeah, it's like a tattered Doom's cloak. Von Doom.
And I like the idea that he paints on his skull on his shirt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a cool texture.
I prefer that over the perfect skull, but
He does it with suntan lotion.
yeah, that's
white
his,
stuff you put on your nose. Whatever.
yeah, that's his bare chest. Yeah, perfect. All right, that's it.
Wow. Move along, huh? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we've got to switch this around so we can see individual people, but not me, Kevin.
Kevin.
Yes.
There we go.
Okay.
Very cool.
We'll get this in here.
Ooh, it's Death Wish.
Wow, that's creepy.
The idea behind it. I didn't finish, but anyway, the idea of the look I was trying to go for, what I had in my head was something like kind of reinterpret him as a street level death dealer, like his, in the shadows and things like that. It kind of gives off a death dealer kind of vibe, but I haven't gotten there yet. That's what I was working on.
Cool.
Is
I like
Death
it.
Dealer a character from a different book or a different character in the series? Or
Frank Frazetta, yeah,
ah,
guy on the horse. Have you ever seen the painting? It's his,
Red eyes, blacked out.
yeah, got red eyes, helmet,
Battle axe.
Big axe.
big axe. He's on a big, powerful horse. So I just kind of wanted to go for that vibe, something like that.
Going for the vibe.
But that was my idea, and I wasn't able to finish. So vote accordingly. I understand.
That makes a
You
lot
gave
of
it-
sense. That
You
dealer is
give
kind of
him
the Punisher of that.
Gambit's jacket.
I'm just going for a texture, whatever.
well, Punisher does.
I
Have
know
that
you
weird-
hate it.
Hey, defend your choices, Kevin.
Yeah.
I did. I said it's going for a texture, kind of
Yeah,
a look.
You didn't say it like that. You said it like, just going for a taste.
In the Spider-Man animated series, I believe he wore a trench coat.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a normal look for him. I'm just trying to figure out how to make it look more fun.
Evil.
It's fun to draw, I guess.
Wouldn't be an episode of Drawn and Quarter if I couldn't give Kevin grief.
Exactly. I don't mind that. I don't mind at all.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Next up, at caution.
Aw.
I didn't put Costin on the thing.
It's me. It's the Punisher.
That's a very different Punisher.
Sometimes you have to punish him with a slap.
Wow.
Hand slap.
Well, it looks like a very nice tropical drawing.
They shot my family. Now I'm looking for revenge.
I guess charcoals are okay to use even if they've been around for a while. I guess it makes sense they don't have an expiration date, but
Like how much with a knife?
Yes, Matt is not on the poll.
Matt is not on the poll. Never mind.
But it is nice to see how charcoal drawings coming. And it was
All right, Melissa, is there stuff on the sketchy-de-boo, thingy-de-doo?
Lagging on me.
Customs at a loss for words. Oh, there's Matt.
I'll check for. Gosh darn it, where's the drawing? 1930s Punisher.
There we go.
Legs. All right, here we go. Oh gosh darn it, I've got to change.
Sean Connery is the Punisher.
I've got to change windows. How do I move this? Get out of the way. Get
What
out
kind of a movie would that be?
Minimize this window.
Sean Connery is the
Bring this one
Punisher.
up. Sean Connery as the Punisher. All right, present. Stop screen. Present.
You guys can vote now.
Wait.
Oh, you can vote now. It doesn't-
Punisher
you
is wiping
Oh,
his
he's
feet.
so cute.
It's like he's angry. His legs don't quite work.
I dig it.
Oh, he's
Look, he's
adorable.
wiping his feet after a murder. I'm digging it.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. To,
Doesn't want to check blood
make
inside
some
the house.
Blood splashing or something.
That's
across-
right.
Little
I
tracks
love
across the back.
You've got to get the blood off after a good whacking.
It is. That's a lot of blood. It takes a lot to get off.
He's got such a cute little round nose. Just boop.
Oh, thank you.
Aw.
All right, now bring on the poll.
There you go.
Bring on the poll.
Tap dancing Punishers.
Kid Punisher.
Bring
And
on
then let
the
us get to
poll.
the
Do-do-do-do.
draw.
A long ski.
Why are these loading so slow? Gosh darn it. Okay, let's see if this loads. Look how
Maybe-
slow it's loading.
It's because San Diego's a super sanctuary city now, so
Are you on like data or something, or is it on your home?
Potts, can you do this from your end?
Let me see.
are you working on a 98 Dell?
I know, right? Jeez. Don't hate on my Dell.
Draw long. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let me share the share ski.
You can share where you want. Do.
You can share what you want. You can leave your screen behind because if your screen don't work.
Window. There we go. Share. And then-
Hey, look at that.
Oh, that looks so cool on a rat.
Oh dang, yeah.
Okay, and we do that. So, okay, so we got Thunder Rat.
Thunder rat.
Click on it.
Is click on it? Okay, I click on it. I click on it.
Yay! Oh, it's got an ammo belt on the thing, on the gun, and
That's an interesting redesign.
yeah, that
It
is.
reminds me of Guts a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah. Cool belt.
Berserker Punisher.
His shoulders could be a little bigger. I'm kidding. He looks great.
Okay, and then here we go with Juan Soto.
Oh, that's nice.
And
That's Bruiser Punisher.
I like the double gun
Yeah, making
holster,
Oh,
holster
yeah,
skulls.
that is
Yeah.
cool.
Holster skull.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that's nice.
And no neck. I like the fact he has no neck.
Well, if you exercise enough, I guess those go away. I don't know.
Oh, Big Ed Punisher would have been good. Damn it.
And then Snow Punisher.
Oh no! Look at him.
No man,
That's so cute.
that's cute.
And here we go with Doug Smith.
Doug
Ooh,
Smith.
of course.
Oh no,
That's
that's
crazy,
cool.
Doug.
That is great.
I like his gun.
Die.
Right on his
Yeah, that's
belt.
freaky.
No man, that's seriously
I'll
cool.
do the video here.
can't hear it.
What kind of music does he have?
Oh well.
We can go check it out ourselves after the shoot.
Sure.
Yep. And then we got Johnny the Boy.
Oh wow! What do we got here?
That's quite a knife.
That's a knife.
Isn't that Punisher
That's
2099?
That's a knife.
Yes,
Yeah.
$20.99.
Ah, that's cool.
Plus tax.
You don't see him very often.
Very cool. Very clean lines.
With a gun that looks like a tackle box.
It could
I'll
shoot
accept it. It was the 90s.
Lightning bolts for eyes in the skull.
because it's the future, and you know.
And a skull codpiece.
Well, why not?
Of course.
It's the 90s. Codpiece was big back then. And here's his second one. He said, found this original design for Punisher 2099. Want to give it some love.
Oh, that's fun. So
And
is this
more.
the one he used for reference?
That's a lot of crotch pieces.
Yep. No, I think he drew this. Did he draw this? I don't know.
The little helicopter vehicle.
No, yeah, this has to be reference.
Pew, pew, pew,
Yeah, that's right.
pew, pew. And a grid.
DJ Peterson. Is this Squirrel Punisher?
Oh gosh. One does not vote on Discord.
That's awesome.
Yes, we vote on. Of course, we got Melissa's and Erodimus Flash. This show doesn't look like Christmas, Mike.
Ding, ding, ding. That's
Naughty.
Pablo Romero with.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! That's
There we go.
All right, Pablo.
okay. Yeah. No.
Wow, that's
The
pretty
original
cool.
Punisher. Paul Kersey.
Oh my gosh! That's so cool. English. Ah.
And Penguin Punisher.
Penguin.
Yeah.
Windsure.
That's a good call. I like it. I like it.
Whack, 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 whack.
Quack,
Whack.
quack, quack.
Whack.
Oh yeah, whack, whack. Yeah. Punisher.
Okay.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh man.
So,
You
go ahead, Mike. Call it off. Call it
No,
off.
you go ahead and do it. You already started. If I'm gonna
All right,
vote
Mike.
first, then you know.
Mike, which is your favorite?
Gosh darn it, who did it? Juan? Was it Juan?
Which one?
Juan?
Juan down there, down with the down.
Down the one. Juan
The
did
Charles
this
Bronson one.
here.
The Death Wish. Was that
was
Juan?
Pablo, I think.
Oh, it was
No, I think
Pablo?
that was Pablo. Yeah, Pablo.
Pablo. Okay, Pablo.
Okay, one for Pablo.
Pablo, he's my wiener.
Amy.
Oh my
And-
god. That is an amazing squirrel girl.
That seriously is.
Hey Jeff,
What?
did you post the
Love.
vote? The poll?
Yeah.
Where?
Very cool on the 3. I can't believe
Oh,
you managed to get
jeez.
something right. Oh,
You've just been
Ah,
posting the Discord link, you goofball.
well,
Oops.
I
When
think
you
this
do
is
for a
Hey.
loop, Mike, you made him do different stuff. He doesn't normally do this.
Jeez Louise.
He normally wouldn't be
God.
doing all this talking.
You're
He's
doing great,
usually-
Jeff.
Don't get
You
mad
have
at
me
me.
rattled.
Yeah.
Oh, you have me rattled.
I'm with
Yeah,
Jeff.
blame
I stand with
me.
Jeff.
What was that?
I think it's amazing you managed to get something rendered to that state in that amount of time. I
Yeah.
mean, especially when I know he mostly does geometrics rendering, so that's really cool. You managed to get that moving around that quickly.
Hashtag I stand with Jeff.
Let's see. Movement, so how to make a model. These accessories. It's got some accessories in there. Texture rigging, posing. Behold. Okay.
Are you
So
going with DJ or do you have another?
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna I'm gonna go with DJ.
DJ.
Yeah, I'm
It's
glad
one
to
for
see him
DJ,
going with us.
one for Juan. Melissa, is Melissa there?
I am. I'm here. Yeah. I gotta go. I think I'm gonna go with DJ too.
Okay, 2 for DJ, 1 for Juan.
Is it
Alan.
Juan or Pablo?
Juan for
Alan.
Juan? Only Juan for Juan?
I'm gonna go with Juan and
Juan.
Oh.
So 2 Juan.
Which one is Juan?
Wait,
That's
no.
the Charles Bronson.
Charles
Or
Bronson.
someone. Pablo.
That's
That's
Pablo.
Pablo.
Oh, sorry.
The original
I-
Kevin McAllister.
Man.
I really
Paul
love.
Kersey.
I just am not doing well tonight. I'm just not doing it.
Got a lot more on your plate than usual. You're doing fine.
There's all this pressure.
You're doing okay. Don't worry about it.
So you're going Pablo or Juan?
Who?
He's going with Juan Pablo.
I'm going with
Juan
Juan
Pablo.
Juan Pablo de la Torre.
Alan, so which one were you're going with the Punisher one?
Yeah. You can't say no
so
to
that's
Charles
that's
Bronson.
2 Pablo. That's 2
What we're doing
Pablo.
here.
Yeah, he pulled the Gen X trigger on that, and now we're like, oh,
Yeah.
So Elliot, you're going with Pablo?
yeah, I have to.
Okay,
You have to.
Kevin.
Doug was great, but
Yeah, of course.
they were all good, but man,
Yeah,
Kevin, speak to us, Kevin.
Yeah, you pretty much. Elliot stole my train of thought. I was going for Doug, but then I saw Pablo's, and I was like, I got to go with Pablo.
Yeah, I got to go with Pablo too. So it's like 5-2.
It's
Pablo.
boys versus girls.
And no disrespect to the other guys because they're all like my favorite little artist here. Like Doug, obviously,
Oh yeah.
one of
It's
the big
Charles
faves.
Bronson.
But this
That's
Charles
all.
Bronson.
And I love the details in it, like the little belt with the eye on it. and
Wait,
the,
is Matt even here? Matt
Oh,
left.
that's fun.
He totally would have voted for Charles Bronson too. So
You think so?
Everyone did a
I
great
like the
job.
Squirrel Girl. That's such
I
a
like
cool.
the Juan Soto's double skull things. Those are awesome.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
The
yeah.
Punisher 99 was awesome.
Yeah,
all
the
good
design
stuff.
of that.
Yeah, all
Lots
good
of great
stuff.
concept pieces.
Charles Bronson is, yeah. They
Anytime
knew
you
his
can do
audience.
something-
It go wrong with Chuck.
there can be only one.
It's just cool.
So it's unanimous. It's Pablo.
Yes.
Well, somewhat unanimous.
Did you guys know that during the Hollywood fires, Charles Bronson stood on top of his house with a hose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was no joke. He was like the real deal.
Nice.
You think a
bad,
fire
man.
is gonna burn my house down?
I don't think so. Bravo.
So yay!
Good job, everyone.
Sorry, Jeff, you're in control of the straw
Awesome.
poll tonight too. So
Okay, well.
when you deem enough votes have come in,
There's only 9. There's only 9 votes there.
execute order. Voting vote.
So we can go back to working on our drawings now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
It doesn't mean no forever. It just means stop for a minute. Okay.
We have 30
Yeah.
watching, but we only have 9 votes.
What?
Oh, you
What?
guys got to vote, man.
Come on, guys. Come on. If you're on the chat, please join the stream by voting in the straw poll so we know who you like best tonight or what drawing you like best tonight.
Which piece you enjoyed most?
That, what she said, more accurately than me talking.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes,
Exactly.
DJ. Vote harder, everyone. Come on, man.
Come on, man. What's this gonna do with all this?
I got these hairs. They're on my legs.
You know what? Coming from Jeff, that sounds even funnier. Obligatory old man jokes.
It's disturbing
Oh.
but true.
They're all blind.
See, Mike, it's a free for all. Everybody gets it. It's free for everybody.
Uh,
I'm passing it around.
Okay. Oh, Alan's got the feet
Oh,
finished up.
I got the feet down. Shh.
There you go.
Don't say nothing. It's a secret.
Vote, 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 vote. Vote, 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 vote. We have enough votes yet, Jeff?
Well, we get 11. You want me to go with that?
Probably depends on who's winning.
Anybody still voting? Got to be too
Who
big to
won?
rig. That's
Who
right,
won?
Kotsky. It's got to be too big to rig. Get in there, everybody. Get in there and give it your all. It's your American duty. And if you're not in America, pretend like you are. Don't let democracy down.
Okay, well, it's actually kind of unanimous here, so let me
Oh, is
share
it?
it.
It's unanimous.
It's Mike. I knew it.
Unanimous?
Unanimous.
Oh, wait a second. We got 13. We got 13 now. DJ
13.
Peterson said 50%. 50%. We need at least 4 more votes.
It's gonna be like that.
4 more votes. 4 more votes.
There you go.
Kirby has this laughing icon. Whatever. I'm just not hip. I'm just not hip with the icons, guys. Just not hip.
Well, that's all right.
Me neither.
We there yet?
Okay,
Are we
I'm
there
gonna
yet?
call it.
Are we there yet?
I'm gonna call it.
What are you gonna call it?
Share. I'm gonna call it.
What are you gonna call it?
I'm gonna call it done.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that works.
Well done, Matt.
Well,
Well
done.
done.
Was well done.
Oh, when did Matt get here? That's number two.
Where's Weldon?
Okay, so what do we got? So in 5th place, Melissa, Cute Skulls Punisher Lester with 20 points.
There we go.
We have a tie for 4th place. Kevin Pencils of Doom Punisher Sharp. And Amy Squirrel Girl Punisher Lester for 24 points.
Good company indeed.
So
Yes, indeed.
Peanut Butter Metal the 3rd.
The peanut butter jelly.
Mike, is Peanut Butter Metal 3rd.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you really have to
31
ask that after all
points.
these years?
Yeah, I only half listened to you. With 31 points, the Peanut Butter Medal goes to Alan, Transgalactic Punisher Alonzo.
Transatlantic. Let's start reading to some kids.
Or sorry, Transgalactic. Whatever. Atlantic, Galactic. It's all the same.
Transformalictic.
For 40 points, Elliot Aragorn, the Punisher Fernandez. Silver medal.
Silver medal.
And in gold, or whatever, gold medal, not whatever.
Hi, Lady Moon.
Mike,
Hello.
hairstylist with glitter eyeshadow Punisher Miller.
What are these names?
Oh wow.
Bravo.
Somebody just watch Barbie or something.
I know. Seriously.
that sounds like
What's
fun.
wrong with you?
Yay.
A little too much estrogen in your coffee this morning?
Hairstylist with glitter eyeshadow.
I actually don't drink coffee. But okay, whatever.
Have you been playing? Have you been having tea parties with your daughter?
Oh,
I only have sons.
She's 47 years old.
I actually am 50. Gonna be 59.
Wow.
You don't sound a day over 70.
Makes me sound young. All right, my son's being way too loud, so I'm going to end this stream. Thanks, everybody, for being here.
Yes.
Appreciate
Thank you, everybody.
And
yes.
this is going to go into members only mode shortly. So if you're not a member, then sorry. We'll see you next time. Say goodbye to everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Bye.